Hey everybody! I slept for an astonishingly low amount of time last night, and that's coming from me. How are you guys doing? You guys can't hear the game, right? Yeah. Everything looks fine, and everything looks ready-ish. I slept for 4 hours and 15 minutes. I wish it was 4 hours and 20 minutes, but there was no way I could have slept for just 5 minutes because my watch doesn't start detecting sleep until like it's a little bit in. So I couldn't have slept before 20, and I'm kind of sad about that because I was so close. Hello, you're new here. Hello. Right, Penacony story. I'm mostly just interested in trying to find that one NPC that Christian voices. But we're gonna play. Oh, by the way, as well, my setup right now is so bad. My tablet arrived yesterday. My brand new tablet. Turns out, I didn't know how big 20 inches would be because I cannot fit this tablet on my desk, and right now it's balanced on top of my PC. I didn't think this through. But it's really cool to draw on, and I drew the Tori first thing. I drew myself licking the Tori's bare shoulder. I'm normal. Let's do Penacony. What do you mean Abby? Wait, what? I just got a really big drawing tablet out of nowhere. Anyway, oh yeah, I'm gonna use, well, actually no, I'm not gonna use ratio. I'm gonna keep using Kafka, maybe. Oh, no thanks. Can you, nope, can you, bye, thank you. I'm gonna keep using Kafka, there we go. So big picture, this gives your hands. My hands are tiny. You guys know this. So like having a 20-inch tablet, I just wanted the verticality of it, right? It is so cool. It is so cool. Also, I'm not gonna pull. I'm gonna hold back. I'm gonna show some like restraint for the first time in my life. I'm not gonna do it. Oh, I can do this though. Hey Chad, who should I get? Who should I get? I was gonna go for like, no, I've already got Welt. Never mind, I've already got Welt now. I forgot I lost. It's the reason. Welt is the reason why I don't have Aventurine. I'll go for Japard. Or Clara. I'm torn between the two of them. I have Himiko, have Welt, have Bronya, have Violet. Don't have Yanxing, don't have Clara, don't have Japard. So I go for any of them. Clara, Vicinity, the Robin. I don't have Robin though. But also Clara's cool. Well, I don't really like Clara. I just more like Svarog, and you know, have you seen that one meme that's like, Mr. Svarog, crease his Jordans, creasing Jordan. Like I want that meme. Bronya E1 easy. I think I have Bronya higher than that. Not higher than that. I think I have Bronya E1. Yes, I do. And I also have her light cone. I have another one of it, so I could use 2, I think. Yeah, see? Well, Robin, no. I mean, should I pull? I want Boot Hill, though. I really want Boot Hill. But also, rise up into my... That song lives rent-free in my head. I genuinely do not understand. Okay, I'm gonna start the game, but oh my god, it's been living rent-free in my head. I'm not gonna get Bronya E2, and also I'm not a whale. I've been so far from whaling in this game. Look at this, right? These are my characters. Not that you can really see because I'm in the way if I do this, but like I'm not a whale. I just have nobody raised. I haven't pulled for a character since pull pretty much. I think she was the last character that I pulled for. And then I just stopped playing the game. Anyway. Let's actually do Penacony. New quest. Let's go. Oh, it's in the parlor car. Cool. Let's go. Order by rarity. Oh, I could do that. Wait. Oh, never mind. Post Savannah's to a Charmony Festival. Astral Express.
Flash. Penacony's Charmony Festival.
Is that a good volume?
Its countdown phase, accompanied by Clocky's TikToks. After 12.
Oh, there's a gun.
Celebration will commence.
Hey, you Boot Hill.
Fanfare.
I already told you. We can talk things out.
Is he really holding Bum Bum hostage?
I'm sorry, Fluffy.
No, like, what?
I really have something urgent to attend to, so I had no choice
I like his
but to
teeth, though.
resort to asking this favor of you all.
Since you already know what you're doing, I'll also have to remind you of its risks.
It's been a very long time since we last saw Dan Heng.
Hey, partner, what's with the hostility? I thought pulling this thing out was just a way of saying hello.
For the last time, state your identity and purpose.
My name's Boot Hill, and
I will say his teeth look really weird because you can't see them curve. You can't, like, with Dan Heng, you can see the teeth, like, go around the side. I think with me, you can do that too, wait. Oh, not very well. With Boot Hill, his teeth are, like, not as curvy.
A Galaxy Ranger?
Yeah, you can see here, the teeth, like, curve.
You look like you seen a ghost. Did you think we all went extinct? Well, that's the price you pay for being off-grid for too long.
The righteous heroes of the hunt would never hijack the Astral Express.
I ain't hijacked anything.
You can see him kind of curved, but it's just, like, obviously because they're pointy, it looks different. Yes! It feels more like hostage-taking, though, so, like, I wouldn't say either one's particularly good.
It probably is.
Yeah, come on!
Pardon my frankness, but there are plenty of rumors in the cosmos regarding the Galaxy Ranger's current status, and none of them are pretty stories. I have a hard time believing you.
Oh, this is hilarious. The tale that this bunch of fools spin is getting out of hand. There's even a bit about the Galaxy Rangers being turned into gibbons by Dr. Primitive, and they're in some valley screwing around on
It's salty for myself too, what, like WebTore? Kinda. I could do that.
Of course.
Oh yeah, his teeth are curved! It's just, yeah, because obviously there's
Which is
the corner
also
you can't see
why,
it.
Similarly, I have a hard time believing that you're the real Nameless.
You're... Boot Hill, you're on the Astral Express. Boot Hill, you were on the Astral Express.
See the bullets in this gun? 9mm, an eternal classic.
I
may need the Astral Express's help right now, but if you're an imposter just like that one, then this bullet might just end up in my head.
No, don't! Don't do that!
I can't.
Oh wait, no, it means we kill him, not... Okay, I assumed he was gonna...
That's just the way.
I think it says more about me than it does about him.
You all have to first prove yourselves. Huh? Where are you going?
Recognize this?
It's a model fudger.
Motherfucker.
Allied oath. The CN Joe really gave this to you guys?
Model fudger?
This is the Jade
Bum
Abacus
Bum, don't
gifted to the
swear!
Express by the Shenzhou Luofu's general, Jing Yuan. Its presence on board serves as the Shenzhou Alliance's official recognition of the Express. Is that enough?
Not bad, kiddo.
I do like just how... They're letting him get pretty close. It's obvious what he's trying to say when he says that. So it's as close as they can get to swearing without actually swearing.
And across these sprawling stars,
Still, let him swear.
squeeze is all it takes to rustle up a whole legion of Cloud Knights. Now, I reckon that'd be one fudging sight to behold.
Now it's your turn.
Been ages since the Galaxy Rangers had the spotlight shown on them. And we ain't equipped with such fancy gadgets. But I've been around the block enough to know the way to handle these types of situations is...
Don't corrupt Pom Pom! Honestly, if Paimon saw what the internet had drawn of them, it would do way more damage.
Alright then. Feel free to toss any questions my way. Let's see
Oh,
if my
God.
answers can't turn your trick.
I have seen so much art
that
of
tells
Pom
you
Pom
otherwise.
in poses that
Still
Pom Pom
ain't
should
too
not
late
be.
to
Some of them
show
pregnant. Thanks, internet.
And why would I play along?
If I truly am a real Galaxy Ranger, you stand to lose nothing.
Alright then. Tell me,
To me, what?
what kind
People
of
keep post.
organization
People used to
are the
post it on
Galaxy
the like one of the subreddits all the time. I'm not seeking it. What you mean? when Okay Buddy Trailblazer was like first made, it was just like very saucy pom pom art. I have seen things I never wanted to see. Oh boy.
Oh, my friend.
Which sub? Obviously not the main one.
I don't think I can even consider us an organization to begin with. Everyone's on their own fated path along the hunt, with their own resolute sense of righteousness and not so welcome among such so-called universal values.
This reply does not instill trust. It only makes your predicament more precarious.
I'm guessing you're gonna ask about some form of shared faith, right? But us Galaxy Rangers don't need that sort of thing. What brings us together is a shared bottom line. Never bully the weak. Never kill the innocent. These oaths aren't some lofty beliefs, but the fundamental bottom line.
It's a shame I'm never gonna get bullied then.
As a person.
I don't think you could get weaker than me if you tried. How many hours to say that again? 4 hours and 15 minutes of sleep. I slept at 8 in the morning and woke up at 12:15. So like an hour ago.
As Galaxy Rangers, we strictly adhere to the bottom line. When someone crosses them, the hunt's vengeance will surely come knocking. And in this moment, the other crucial meaning of bottom line comes into play. As long as you don't cross it, you're free to do whatever you please. You catch my drift?
Second question. Why do you seek trouble?
He is not happy. He really said,
I already said that I seek no trouble. I must go to Penacony for a...
oh,
I
okay.
don't have an invite, and I can't
He wants to. He wants us to do the illegal thing of
Only
exchanging
I could
tickets.
borrow the
Can't believe you
nameless's
do this.
identity. The entire cosmos knows you're guests of the family.
Aren't the Galaxy Rangers also esteemed guests?
Oh, you've hit the nail on the head. This is why I'm here. It's fine if I tell you. The Rangers are pursuing an imposter. A son of a nice lady posing as one of us. She's on Penacony.
Let
right
Boot
now.
Hill say bitch, damn it!
My informant is a memo keeper. She's the same as all mimetic organisms, and appeared
She
in
got
one moment,
wow.
gone the next. She
I can't believe
Still,
Black Swan
she
would
gave me
snitch
some
like that.
vital info.
Snitches get stitches, Black Swan.
That Galaxy Ranger imposter. Who is it?
Is that the third question?
Is it a hard question?
It isn't. Just that you might not believe me. That person calls herself Acheron. And according to
Son
our
of a very
informant,
elegant and likable madam.
emanator.
Honestly, let him swear, Hoyoverse, you cowards.
That's impossible.
I guess he kind of is swearing, just like, you know, it's getting lost in translation when getting to his synesthesia beacon, but...
That's what I said. Don't worry. When I first received the news, I had the exact same reaction as you.
IX never gives anyone so much as a first glance, and that's perfectly normal. What reason would they have to bequeath strength unto mortals?
Then you must know that emanators can also conceal their own identities, which, for many people, it's better that way. Otherwise, there'd be wanton bloodshed across the cosmos, or even, perhaps, turning their back on the path they're supposed to follow. I had the good fortune of running into an elation emanator. Its appearance was no different than that of those clowns. If it weren't through sheer luck that I got it drunk, I would have never known its status.
Didn't Aha also make like a worm and emanator or something?
Even
That is
in
pretty
the
funny.
purest hunt, you'll find the Xianzhou Alliance under the spotlight and Galaxy Rangers lurking in the shadows. Paths are inevitably concepts created by people.
He got the worm drunk, that's what I was thinking.
Things beyond our understanding. To reckon that nihility emanators don't exist, well, maybe we just ain't nihilistic enough.
So you can say nihilistic, but you can't say nihility. They can say annihilation, but they can't say nihility. I'm fine about that.
So, do you understand now? Your companions are in danger, and it's pretty harrowing. If you don't want to believe me, you'd best send a message to them, but I'd advise you to move fast. We don't know what's happening in the dreamscape or how much of what the memo keeper said is true. And that Acheron,
He looks like he's getting more pissed off by the
who
second.
knows what she intends to do.
Well, interesting.
I don't intend to do anything.
Well, that answers the question.
That's not up to you. Did you know
Oh god.
people who come to the land of dreams for the first time, they'll subconsciously stop to reaffirm that they're still walking on solid ground. And then they will unanimously raise their heads to gaze at the sky. Be it reality or dream, staring at the sky is instinctual for humanity.
Really? I just look at the ground all the time.
Since the day that the golden hour was completed, it's always been there, watching over every single night of decadence. But now this night sky has been mercilessly severed, dyed with the mist of nihility. And this whole
Nihility.
event
It's not nihility. Just say nihility.
in the course of a single.
It's my posture. I mean, my posture. No, you're right. That's just my posture.
A single slash of a blade. Isn't really it. It was actually 2 blades, just that the second one was faster.
That's not the point.
Look, if you're gonna accuse someone, you might as well get your story straight, Mr. Papeshi.
Many guests who weren't supposed to be invited have gathered at this banquet.
We're being watched by this bird.
All embracing
Every time I see a bird in a video game, I just think of Griffin from Devil May Cry.
door
Always.
for the sake of Penacony and the peace. The planet of festivities has no place for you, a puppet of nihility. Those who live in the shadows do not bear the right
This is just me.
to the illuminated.
She's not up to anything, right? I was gonna say. This is the way the saying game is correct. I've always said it was nihility. Or like, you know, stuff like that. It's not nihility.
Speaking of living in the shadows, there's probably not much difference between us.
Nihility is
It's only
American
polite
pronunciation.
to reveal your true self.
Why most Americans pronounce things wrong?
Penacony's dream master.
Oh, wait, hey!
That's just another reason that you can't stay.
Whether you believe it or not, this is the real me.
So he's like a hive mind.
We are one.
They didn't say it like that. No, they say nihility. They keep saying nihility. And I have always grown up and said nihility. Because it's annihilation. And stuff like that. They just say like, they say nihil. And it's just, ouch.
Is this the unity that the family espouses?
My mortal shell has long since dissipated. The Oak family's 107,336 offspring are now my eyes, ears, and mouths, spreading joy across dreams when required. And in times of essential need, exiling evil from this haven in my stead.
From the sound of it, it seems like you're asking me to leave, Penacony.
I mean, he did actually say, like, Akron, I think you missed a memo, like, just, a memory's bad. I didn't know it was that bad. I didn't know that was, her memory was that bad. Oh, we see the one as well. Show them the, yeah, so, like, Akron, she's a little bit slow, it's fine.
I am glad that you're an understanding one. Alas, I'm not asking.
If you think you can.
Are you threatening me?
I ended it with a period. It was a statement. Knowing who I am and still showing such malice.
Can you two just get along, please? Or yes, you... No, it is you two.
This
He's still
scene
like
played
a
out
one
many
entity.
times before. And usually, when faced with my questions, most people retort, "Why can't I?" The result has invariably been that they can't.
You are confident. But be reminded, the family is forgiving, but not weak. The chords of the harmony extend across worlds. If you do not comply, when the blade is unsheathed for even a hair's breadth, you will never be able to escape the eternal Centurion's wrath in all of your lifetime.
That's a lot of yapping.
137 individuals. That is how many heathens I have exiled since I became Dream Master. Among them were those who once severed my wings, and those who immolated my body.
And Miss Akron says she wasn't gonna do anything like that, so you got nothing to worry about.
Here I stand again, about to add another mark to the tally.
And you will die. I mean, all of you will. But that won't come to pass. I'll do as you ask. I'll leave.
A wise choice.
I wasn't aware there was a choice.
To you, that surely is the only option. Please bear in mind, you and Penacony are of different worlds. Those born on the far bank cannot seek solace across the river. Leave and never return.
That's really mean of you.
The radiance of the
I can't believe you do this.
is over.
The Dream Master shows yapping he does. I'll give him this.
Wrongdoers.
Because it feels like this is kind of all he has at the moment.
But even the harmony itself will never welcome the self-annihilator of nihility. And even more so, when this self-annihilator heralds the destruction of everything. Your strength is obviously a gift of the sleeping and shapeless, immeasurable and fathomless, like a tributary spawned from the abyss that brings death and sin.
Mr. Dream Master, sir, I think she left. I think she's gone. You don't have an audience right now.
Acheron.
You're still going.
Befitting name.
Take it from someone on the other side of your so-called river.
Oh, she must really walk slowly if
You
she
know
only made
better
it this
than
far.
I do. Penacony has already deviated from the harmony. Whatever your intentions may be, I foresee only one outcome.
She spotted Griffin.
Its future holds nothing but nihility. Just like all the worlds that have drowned in their shadow.
She fell over. That makes more sense.
Attention, please. The unusual event that occurred moments ago was due to a technical malfunction at Clock Studios theme park. The family has promptly responded to secure the area, and we're happy to report that there have been no injuries.
Oh, I swear that was no movie shoot. So many chips fell from the sky, and I even caught one of them. But it vanished in an instant before my very eyes.
Excuse me. Are you talking about the Clock Studios theme park incident?
Yeah,
Oh!
what about
Huh?
Oh, Miss Robin, am I seeing things right?
No need to worry. I apologize for any inconvenience caused to your delightful
Is this
journey.
Robin, or is
But you
this?
just mentioned about the chips. Really
Sparkle.
Would you mind providing more details about the incident?
I don't believe this is Robin.
Oh, it was just those chips.
This
you
is gonna
normally
be
see
Sparkle,
everywhere.
isn't it?
The green ones? They fell from the sky as if it were raining.
Even her intonation is very sparkly.
And then those chips simply disappeared.
This is Sparkle!
It appears to be the dream sim tech the Iris family has been developing.
Huh? Miss Robin, you mean those chips were all part of a performance?
Dream Master? More like Yap Master. Get wrecked. He really doesn't shut up, does he?
Shh. This technology hasn't been made public yet. It was originally planned to debut at the Charmony Festival, but it seems it's been leaked. Can you help me keep this secret? The raining chips were supposed to be part of my act.
Oh, I see. Then it all makes sense now. I'll do anything to help make the Charmony Festival a success.
Thank you. As appreciation, I'd like to give you a token gift.
First of all, Robin's music playing in one ear. Second of all, is that a bomb? Sparkle, is that a bomb?
Oh, this button is...
Press it at just the right moment in the celebration. There could be an unexpected treat in store for you.
She is handing out bombs. Sparkle!
Alright. It looks like there are other guests who are also confused. I'll have to excuse myself. Please.
The
enjoy
Robbenheimer? I don't think you can call it that.
So many people talking about it. This commotion at the theme park definitely made waves. Let the show begin.
Okay, Barbara. Where's the music coming from? It's like this direction, isn't it? Anyway. I hate how catchy that song is. Oh wait, look, I'll look up in a bit when I remember.
Within the dreamscape, I witnessed a group of organic life forms making their way to the theme park. And soon after,
I guess we're handing out more bombs! Yippee! This feels very illegal.
Leaking out of the void. The family needs to provide.
I like how this game is like, nah, for real can't swear. But we can, like, participate in an act of terrorism.
Was supposed to be a paradise.
I feel like the priorities for what makes a game a certain age rating are a little bit like out of whack, but
It appears the good sir has seen many great events. And it's true that an uninvited guest has unexpectedly entered the dreamscape. However, their target is not the ordinary guests, but the
Okay, they're dream
ambassadors of
bombs, yeah.
The family was
Is that the excuse we're using now?
Is of the highest importance.
Miss Robin, I know the Bloodhound family has already sealed off the theme park and has control over the situation, but it won't resolve the problem. The family can try their best to protect their reputation, but as a guest, I don't wish to...
Sorry, this guy's saying something, isn't it? I was listening to the music.
But as you can see, sir, no innocent bystanders were affected in this incident. Perhaps the dreamscape is not as perfect as promised, but there's no place safer than dreams under the family's rule. I believe you know this better than I do. If this incident happened,
I really should be paying attention, shouldn't I?
People would be able to walk away from it.
I could stay here, but keep in mind, guests come to Penacony to enjoy the dreamscapes. They do not wish to be entangled in a conflict between the family and the IPC, so let's not have any more unnecessary incidents.
Of course. With the Charmony Festival...
More bombs! You'll love to see it!
No effort in our preparations. Rest assured.
Must we not compare to the game?
To express our apologies, the family has arranged this gift for the guests. Thank you for understanding.
I have it set up so the game like dips when I speak, but if I'm too loud, I can turn myself down. Where's the music? I wanna... Wait. Maybe I should pull for Robin. Just to play her music. Ah, fuck it. I've got everything. Like, am I really gonna use Boo if I get him? Probably not. Not that I have many pulls anyway. These are just the ones for maintenance. I'll just, you know, I'm building pity. There we go. I built pity. Alright.
Hello. May I ask what happened here?
Nothing to be worried about. There's been a small rehearsal mishap at Clock Studios theme park. Please stay calm.
So you're pretending enough from class? Doing a temple doesn't, like, change anything.
Hey, are you a fool? You don't even recognize Miss Robin? Who do you think you're talking to?
I'm sorry. I've just been transferred to the Bloodhound family, and I'm still not too used to working on the streets. I didn't realize it was you. I'm so sorry.
Hey, don't sweat it. You guys have a tough job.
Temple looks cooler. That is pretty there.
How's the situation looking?
Oh, we've sealed off the theme park. Most guests are used to bizarre phenomena in the dreamscape, and so far, no threats have been detected. We can expect order to be restored soon.
Rest
go on,
assured,
Robin.
Miss Robin will intensify
Robin,
our
go give him the bombs already.
No incidents occur.
I trust you guys. But regarding what happened in the theme park, what do you hounds think about it? It's okay. Feel free to speak your mind.
Well...
Actually, I was there shortly after it happened. Is it true that the IPC's ambassadors came with ill intent? And that Galaxy Ranger who easily cut through the...
I cannot take anything they're saying, like, I don't in, because I can just hear Robin's sigh.
Miss Robin, tell you the truth.
Oh my god.
Everyone's been talking about it. The myriad factions on Penacony have already been causing unease for everyone.
Thank you all for your loyalty towards the family. The planet of festivities has indeed run into some trouble. The representative from the IPC, he's trying to regain ownership of Penacony and is prepared for a hostile takeover. Of course, the family did not agree. The results of the failed negotiations... is...
What is she saying again? Genuinely, I just... Oh, okay.
Oh.
No wonder. So this is the main reason why the IPC staff are banned from entering.
I genuinely was not paying attention just
Did
for a
they
minute,
apprehend the
because all I could
troublemaker
hear was
again?
the music!
Don't worry.
How am I supposed to
Mr.
keep up with the quest?
Tracking his whereabouts.
The song is right
I'll have
there!
something to show for it soon. However, given the situation, the IPC surely won't let this go easily. Therefore, we are relying on you hounds to maintain the order and stability of the dreamscape.
Please be assured, Miss Robin, we take our orders seriously. We won't let those IPC cronies get away with this.
Thank you for your hard work. If there are any other members who...
Go on, give him a bomb already.
Please tell them on my behalf that protecting the dreamscape requires everyone's help. This is a small gift prepared by the Iris family for the guests. There's one for you too.
Abby's developing another musical addiction.
At the Charmony Festival
Look,
for an unexpected
this
surprise.
song is genuinely pure crack in, like, music form. The lyrics make no sense. They're, like, basically just ChatGPT. But the fucking melody is like it's like a drug. I genuinely cannot get it out of my head. I've had it stuck in my head for like a week now. I can't stop singing. Welcome to my... I'm going insane.
I can't believe I received a gift from Miss Robin. It feels like I'm dreaming. Wait, I am in a dream.
If trouble comes knocking on our door, we're not afraid to go to war. Rest assured, the Dreamscape's peace will be protected.
You're not a fan of this song? Neither am I particularly. I don't like the lyrics, right? This, like, sometimes Favor songs don't have, like, very good lyrics because they've been translated and stuff. This song has lyrics that are just, like, they make sense. But there's no meaning to them. They are, like, the least deep lyrics I've heard. I know it's just a stupid song in a video game. I shouldn't be this worked up about it. But the lyrics, like, they get under my skin because they make sense, but they mean nothing. Like, yes, it's grammatically correct, but, like, it's basically just ChatGPT at this point. The song sounds like crack. It is so catchy that no matter how much I try to get it out of my head, I'm stuck singing the same lyrics over and over and over again. It is frustratingly good.
Miss Robin? That's
God.
the renowned cosmic superstar, Miss Robin!
Darn pop song with no meaning. I'm used to Vocaloid, okay? I'm used to songs being about cloning yourself, or killing people, or using an app to kill people, or killing yourself. So, like, this song is tame.
I'm honored. Welcome to Penacony, a world filled with wonderful dreams.
Too much Millie Rod in my music taste as well. Absolutely.
I can't believe I'm
This is
actually
the Grown-Ups
meeting
Paradise
real
way too much.
Robin. Shouldn't you be preparing for the Charmony Festival?
Preparation is important, but the ceremony is fundamentally about sharing the Great One's harmony with everyone. If there's a chance to sing with everyone, I will not refuse. Regarding the recent mishap, I understand it negatively impacted some of our guests. As a member of the family, it's only right for me to come forward and offer my apologies to everyone.
But, are you sure it was actually a mishap? Everyone
It was
saw those
special
chips
effects. Just
descending like rain and the red light.
Just deal with it. It's
tearing through
special
the
effects.
sky. Claiming it was merely special effects seems a bit far-fetched.
It's Harmony the song right down to slowly brainwashing you, yeah.
Plus, I met that generous gentleman. He looked really out of it and kept talking to himself. Is this also part of the performance?
The best actors are the ones that believe what they're saying, so yes.
Everyone, please do not panic. I believe that the family will get...
What do you mean everyone? There's one person here!
In due time.
Sparkle! She really said, chat, please don't panic.
Even if you say so, Miss Robin, it's hard to believe.
I know it's like a translation thing of like, nobody should panic or whatever, but it is funny that she's saying everyone addressing one person. She's talking to the voices.
Some people just never listen, do they? It's never ending. It just goes on and on. I'm getting really tired of this.
Miss Robin?
Still, I suppose I should keep on helping everyone. I am the epitome of
Sparkle would 100% say chat. Oh no, like she would. Sparkle is the kind of person to say chat, is this real?
Huh? What was I just doing? And, who might you be, miss?
Here, take this, little guest. This gift has been specially prepared for you by the family. Make sure to take good care of it until the opening of the Charmony Festival. Then, when the show reaches its climax, press the button together with the others around you. You never know. Something very exciting might happen.
Thanks, Sparkle. In the meantime, oh, it's you again. Put the suit back on.
The golden hour
Firefly,
of this place.
put the suit back on.
And it is also from here where you will enter the true Penacony. It is a pleasure to journey alongside you once more.
How did the guy not see this in transformation? He's in a dream. He's not gonna like question
truth before you.
anything. Like sometimes you just
As
hallucinate.
you might have heard, I also go by another name. Stellon Hunter Sam.
Put the suit back on! Yeah, you lied to me.
I'm sorry. I had no other choice. I know you have many questions. Do you remember when we encountered death in that strange dreamscape? When I was caught by that meme? In that instant before it killed me? I saw the reflection of another dreamscape in its ghastly pupils. So, following the clues in the script, I came up with some theories about the meme. That's why I instructed Silverwolf to issue invitations.
I feel kind of bad for saying this, but Firefly has been kind of ruined for me ever since finding out that, like, first of all, he didn't kill her. Second of all, that she's Sam. It is very much soured her character for me.
I intended to call upon you before you arrived. To solve the riddle using more direct means. And then invite you to join. However, contrary to my wishes, I couldn't defy the script. And I didn't get a chance to explain it to you. It is how you see now.
But the last image feels like it could be used for the that blue archive meme.
Of death. The heavy pressure of concentrated memoria, miasma, it exploded in my mind as if it was actually reality.
You have such mixed opinions of Firefly, you also they should have let her stay dead. I feel like they should have let her stay dead as well.
But after
and also,
the momentary
God, I'm kind of pissed they introduced Sam as a robot only to like waifu her.
That my body was absolutely unscathed. I was still alive. And it was just as I thought. I had arrived at a place starkly different from this beautiful dream. Beneath the dreamscape of Penacony lies another, more chaotic, more primal memory zone. Its name? Land of the Exiles.
Yeah, there's flesh inside it, yeah. Flesh is weak. And so, robots are strong.
Then I returned to the hotel in the dreamscape, hoping to tell you of its existence. Yet I could not reveal my own identity.
She's a common writer? What's wrong with that? People told me what that was last stream, but I forgot what it was. What's a common writer? Or is it Kamen Rider? I don't know how you pronounce that.
And after...
Wait, that was the mech thing, wasn't it?
All my
I think,
attempts
right?
proved futile. It wasn't until not long ago.
Don't they, Star Wars General, you hate when they bring characters back from the dead. Yep. Same, let the dead stay dead.
Causing you all to fall far into the abyssal depths of the dreamscape. That I was
Maybe it's just me, but Firefly's a massive downgrade from Sam.
One by one. And that's it. That is all that's happened so far.
I'm not confused, I just don't care.
It's tough to believe all this without reservations. I just want to say, you are very close to the final answer. Just one more thing needs to be done.
It's a cool twist on the robot is more than a weapon trope. Yeah, but like a robot gaining humanity is way cooler of a story than, oh shit, the robot's actually a waifu because they can't sell the robot by itself.
No.
Thanks, however.
Let's leave this place.
God, I'm...
Please close your eyes.
Yeah. It is what it is.
Take
But it's also a shame.
breath. And visualize the dreamscape's outline in your heart.
Why are we just fine with her right now?
And remember, you must not open your eyes at all times. 3, 2, 1. Don't be afraid. The one who has come to greet us has arrived.
After a piercing screech, a thick and ferocious surge of memoria crashes into your chest, churning and ravaging. Your consciousness becomes like scraps of paper caught in a whirlpool, breaking apart, dissolving, and disappearing within the turbulent, muddy current. Innumerable voices resonated through the symphony of memoria like roaring thunder, and among them, one echo stood out with exceptional clarity. You knew it came from the girl beside you, your heart's beating to the same rhythm, peaceful even— I don't care about that! Until in that quiet darkness, memoria ripples into existence.
I never knew you could do this. Do you have a driver's license?
I do.
That is surprising.
Why? Because this is Japella, the city of sins.
Oh, this is where this is from. Okay, okay.
No, it's nothing. I'm just thinking that you haven't slept in 20 system hours.
Blade also gets 4 hours of sleep. Same. So true, Basti.
I'm fine. I'll survive. Same goes for you.
I'm not so sure.
I just like wait, can I
slow down a bit?
Do you think I can just wait a second. I'm just gonna
Infiltration is over. Feel free to activate Sam anytime you like.
There's still some time before the next part of the script unfolds.
Man, Blade is cool.
Stay a little longer in this body.
Okay. I'm gonna put myself back in the corner. A long silence ensued. Neither of them brought up any topic, seemingly accustomed to the silence. It wasn't until much later that a soft sigh once again broke the quiet in the car.
Such a long tunnel. Didn't feel this long when I set off.
How can they hear? Because the car doesn't have any kind of like windows on the side. I mean, I guess it's a windshield. I've never been on a car like this before. Like, they seem to be going very, very fast enough for the world to be blurred. So wouldn't like it be really, really, really loud?
In half a system hour, it will lead us to Kafka. And then comes the downfall of the Japella Brotherhood.
So how can anyone hear her right now?
Is that also part of the script?
Will Mr. Wanakam must drive? Good point, actually. I don't know if I trust him to like to drive this thing.
It's in your script too.
Sorry, I didn't notice.
Their destiny won't change just because of your selective ignorance.
Can't deliver plot otherwise, yeah. Fuck physics,
before.
I guess.
It's a bad habit.
What about you then? Is this the moment you finally find the death you've been looking for?
As always, it's a blank slate. It's not on this planet. Why the sudden inquiry?
Because I'm currently in a car with a sleep-deprived I just want to get there in one piece.
This car has full self-driving capabilities. I'll just put my hand on the steering wheel.
We're running on a space train? Yes, but the space train has walls, so at least we can talk inside the space train.
Hey, don't take everything so seriously. Elio would always say there's only one type of destiny. The inescapable type. He can see the future, and we, likewise, are aware of our predetermined end. But before that moment arrives, we can still choose what we do. We all have this right, don't we?
After today, Japella's name will disappear from cosmic history, and the Everflame Mansion will take its place. In the not-too-distant future, you'll receive...
It must really suck to, like, know the future, right? Maybe it's, like, just me, but... It must really, really, really suck to have literal reality spoiled for you. Because, like, you never get to enjoy your surprise again, for as long as you knew what was gonna happen next. Like, they were like, oh yeah, you'll receive an invitation! Like, I mean... It just feels like you can't enjoy a surprise trip anymore. Because you'd know everything that's gonna happen next.
That's your next stop.
Land of the dreams.
It just sounds like it would suck.
Penacony.
Or drive you insane!
Hope you find whatever you seek.
Because they said, what, like, fate is inescapable? That just sounds like really, 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 like, what's the word? Trapping? Yeah. It feels extremely suffocating to, like, always know what's gonna happen next and not be able to... inescapable, that's the word, yeah. It's always what's gonna happen next and not be able to, like,
or salvation.
leave it. I feel like that would drive anyone insane.
Glad to see you're safe and sound.
Ooh! Mr. Yang, you're here too.
Close your eyes. This is the answer. Isn't it incredible? The monster that we have always known as death.
Much as you see yourself living in a life piece without the power to change it. Exactly!
The
You would know you're gonna, like, hurt yourself, but you couldn't do anything about it. That becomes a kind of self-fulfilling prophecy in a way, right? Because if you try and, like, avert fate, you can't do that, right? So you try your hardest to, like, not step on the Lego piece. To the point where you trying not to step on it would be the thing that causes you to step on it. That makes no sense. I can't explain it, but you know what I mean, right?
The question that has been perplexing us, does death really exist in Dreamscape, appears to be a cognitive trap. It was laid by those orchestrating events from the shadows to cover up the truth behind the disappearances and the existence of this fortress known as Dreamflux Reef. Every emergence of that meme is related to the Watchmaker. Since Dreamflux Reef is where it brings its captives, it's likely that many of our long-standing questions will be answered in this place.
The atmosphere here is starkly different from the beautiful dream.
Imagine it's more like the Xenoblade Future Side stuff. You see what's possible and you
no
can change it.
regulators
Well, Firefly said she
family.
couldn't change it. Firefly said she knew what was gonna happen and she couldn't do anything to change it because it happened all the same. Or like it happened regardless. So I don't think that's how it works. I think it's, in this case, you know what's gonna happen. And it's gonna happen regardless. You can't change it.
But from the whispers of the residents, I've heard a familiar name. Gallagher.
Oh, what? He's here?
It's that man again. Always in the right place at the right time. Though that does save us the trouble of looking for him. Himiko and March have already made a move. Get ready. We're about to set off.
Alright.
The real dreamscape. The land of the exiles. Before we go, should we speak to everyone first?
I'm not speaking to Firefly. Unless she puts that suit on and calls herself Sam, I'm not speaking to her again.
Something on your mind? Let's talk about it.
Never mind.
I hope
No
you
interesting
regained
dialogue.
a little composure.
I do like Walt though. Fuck you. Anyway. Yippee! Down we go. I'm gonna try and find someone here.
Keep going straight down this alley, and it'll lead.
I
to
think
another.
that's... No, that's not it. That's not... Is it?
It'll take
Wait.
us to the center of the land of the exiles.
Wait a second. Is this who I think it is? Well,
Hi there, friend from a distant land.
Hey, Christian. If anyone saw Christian's short, by the way, of him doing this, I was the one who edited it. Christian sent like this short in the group chat, and I was like, nah, give me like an hour, I can edit this for you. And so I just shot it out at like 5 a.m.
I hear the Watchmaker's legacy is right here. Let's say we go treasure hunting.
He said he didn't know that like, or like in the choice that he didn't know that the NPC was gonna be dancing, but he would have given a different take. That's really funny though.
Hi there,
it's just
friend from a distant land. I hear the Watchmaker.
He's so happy. It's a shame Christian isn't here to see this right now. Anyway, well, we found Christian in the game. That's cool. It looks like someone has voice act as. I mean, yeah. Christian only voices like NPCs and, and characters that suck, like Toma. Characters that are like almost good, but not quite, and that are forgotten by the story. And just NPCs. Anyway. Damn the Toma disrespect. I like Toma! I really like Toma. Don't get me wrong, right? I really, really like Toma.
What
Which means, as a Toma fan, I can recognize the game does not respect Toma like I like Toma. Oh, shoot. Also, can I just say, by the way, like, it's really... Clocky is really weird to me. I don't like him, right? Hear me out. He's supposed to be the game's version of Mickey Mouse. But what you actually end up with is a bunch of, like, adults explaining Clocky lore in a way that no adult would ever talk about Mickey Mouse. Replace Clocky with Mickey Mouse, and you end up, like... In what world is, like, Walt a Disney adult? Actually, don't answer that. I can see it happening. But, like... People in the last update were like talking about Clocky lore. Wow. They're talking about like Clocky lore and stuff. In like a really weird way that like made it sound like they were way too passionate about the lore of this Clock character. Imagine replacing Clocky with Mickey Mouse and thinking like I don't know, it's just he's weird to me. He feels forced. I don't like him. Yeah, I really shouldn't have used the example of Welt there because he's absolutely gonna be a Disney adult. Isn't he like an animation nerd that just like shows people his animations and stuff? Have you never met a Disney adult? I don't. Disney isn't like that big of a thing. I don't think over here. Like, we don't have a Disneyland UK, so, like, no one gives a shit.
Unbelievable.
Maybe I shouldn't speak for other people, but I really don't think, like, Disney is that cared about.
And all beyond the family's reach.
Anyway. Wait, is that his head inside the barrel?
Is pretty different from that in the beautiful dream.
He's holding on a Honkai turret in his mind and could protect the people. Yeah, I think I read about that on his wiki page.
When I first saw it, I was in awe too. The sky here, it's like a reflection of the 12 dreamscapes.
Disney's like bizarrely big in the US. Yeah, like Disney adults don't really exist out. Like obviously I'm making a sweeping statement here, and you know I don't want to generalize and stuff. But I've never heard of like a British Disney adult. It's only ever like the US, because we don't have a Disneyland or Disney World or whatever in the UK. I think there's one in like France, right? Disneyland Paris, but there's like nothing in the UK, so like we just don't really care about Disney that much.
What's even more
bizarre is that this place is also separated into trade and residential areas. The layout may be simple, but the facilities are very comprehensive. It seems that there are quite a number of people living here.
Though both dreamscapes have distinct styles, the architectural designs are quite similar. Works of the same hand, perhaps. Hard not to speculate on the connection. But there's no point in overthinking things. Let's meet up with Himiko and the others first.
Take a right turn at the end of this road and you'll reach the trade district. There are more people.
Is there a Legoland that slaps? Oh wait, is there a Legoland in the UK?
Knows where she is.
I think I remember like seeing ads about it.
Not coming with us?
The Astral Express likely needs room for some internal deliberation. In the meantime, I'll try and locate Gallagher.
Sure. Let's reconnect later. Letting her go was the right decision. Further observations are needed before
Misha?
we decide whether to trust her.
What's Misha
First,
doing?
there's someone I need to talk to.
Misha!
Let's go. I'm sure you've already noticed him.
Misha!
He's right over there.
Misha!
The Reverie Hotel's bellboy. How did he end up here? And right after Miss Acheron severed the beautiful dream. We'd better check, just to be sure.
I love Misha.
Perfect for me, and perfectly legal for me to stay in.
What? Misha! I love him.
You're the guest from before. We meet again! And a new friend.
I just
forgot
his
to
hair.
introduce myself. I'm the hotel's bellboy, Misha.
Hello, Misha. I'm Welt. We met in a dream. Oh. And who might this be?
Take a fucking guess, Well.
Let's high five!
I want to punt him off the fucking fence. Mr. Yang, you're still young at heart.
Your memory zone meme?
Nope. Clocky is a good friend of mine. We all live here. How did you two get here? This dreamscape isn't supposed to be open to the public. I wonder if it has something to do with Sleepy.
So this is your home?
Yep. After my work in the beautiful dream ends, I'll go back home. Commuting used to be more convenient, but ever since travel became cumbersome, Sleepy started ferrying people back and forth between the two dreamscapes.
This Sleepy. Can you describe what it looks like?
Sleepy is a memory zone meme.
Huh?
Looks fierce and has many eyes. But it's actually really well behaved. Gallagher's been taking care of it.
You mean that thing is called Sleepy? Oh, Gallagher, wait a second!
Based on the description, that meme is indisputably death.
1 second. Ow!
Nightmare
Oh shoot,
for
my
the
force
family,
spine!
but for the people who live here, that couldn't be further from the truth.
Oh, that was a painful stretch. I'm fine though.
Death? Not in a dream, surely. Sleepy's just a little aggressive, and sometimes messes up by fetching the wrong guess. But it would never hurt anyone.
Gallagher said he's a child of the watchmaker. He also said he was 13! You think I trust anything that comes out of his mouth? Fuck no!
Has it brought back any guests recently? Say, in the last day or two? We're currently investigating a missing person case that occurred within the beautiful dream.
I see. Then you'll have to speak with Gallagher. But he's currently busy hosting a visitor from the Oak family and specifically asked not to be disturbed. Mr. Yang, the person you're looking for, is it Miss Robin?
Just as I thought. Considering what happened with Miss Firefly, this doesn't come as a surprise.
13. No, Misha! Gallagher! Gallagher!
If you're looking for Miss Robin, I can lead the way. She told me that she'd be willing to meet with outside guests.
If it's not too much trouble. Also, we're looking for our missing companions. A woman with red hair accompanied by a girl with pink hair. Have you seen them?
Oh, I haven't. But please, rest assured. Dreamflux Reef is a small place, and it's not as bustling as the beautiful Dream. But its safety is unmatched. How about this? Since it's your first time here in Dreamflux Reef, I'll be your guide and help you find your companions. And then we can all go visit Miss Robin together.
Yeah!
She's gone to Mrs. Grace's to visit the children. She won't be leaving anytime soon, so there should be enough time.
All right then, we'll follow your plan.
Let's do it.
Well, we now know the answer to both murder cases that have caused such commotion in Penacony. As for the intentions of the mastermind behind it all, we're still none the wiser.
Well, but they're not. Okay, well, they're not. First of all, we were just told they're not murders, and second of all, we were told that they were just like brought here by the memory zone meme. That was pretty cut and dry, well.
No idea. But its connection to Gallagher is worth digging into. Regardless, we have to find him. Say, you mentioned before that you saw a clocky that only you could see, right?
He was with Misha at the time.
I can't shake off this strange feeling. Am I really still so young at heart? Forget it. It's not important. We'd better just follow Misha.
Come on, Misha. Oh, wait.
Everyone, look! From here, you
oh, yay, a black hole!
Spectacular view of Dreamflux Reef.
A black hole? No. An accretion disk formed from consolidated memoria? Was Dreamflux
I'm pretty sure that's a black hole.
on such unstable memoria?
Well, young.
Oh,
that's a good pun.
Mr. Yang is also versed in memoria dynamics. I was just trying to figure out how to explain this huge hole to everyone. I bet you guys have a lot in common with Miss Kami.
All right. Let's head on down.
Look, there she is.
Wait, chest first. No! Chest! I wanted the chest! No! No!
My calculations are finally done. In another 10 system hours,
that's like trying to
swallow the dream.
Get the crafting table in Genshin and accidentally speak into what's his name again, Timothy or something. The guy sitting next to it.
Who are you all, and why haven't you left yet? This place is about to disappear.
Then why aren't you leaving?
I'm Kami, a dreamscape surveyor specializing in memoria.
Timaeus, that's the one.
And this is my life's work that I'm researching. See that huge gaping hole? It was just a narrow rift many years ago, but now it's grown into a giant hole. The surrounding memoria has been flowing towards the other end of the hole at a constant velocity, slowly but surely.
This is why any other crafting table is superior. Okay, Leo crafting table is the most superior, but I'll say another one that kind of sucks is the one in Fontaine, purely because there is a guy by the crafting table, but he's in a Catherine-like building, and when I was really tired a couple nights ago, I went to him instead of Catherine and then got pissed off. Like... that makes it a second worst.
But the scary part is, according to my calculations, the flow rate of memoria has recently changed, and it's faster than ever before. It's almost as if something is sucking it in from the other side.
By constantly
The Rustlers is one. There's no one by. Actually, I think there's one by this. It's fine.
I've finally obtained accurate results. After 10 system hours, the dream flux reef will cease to exist. Just like the melting of glaciers, everything will crumble and disintegrate. The dreams on that side of the void will fuse into one.
Please don't worry. This sort of thing has happened many times before. Miss Kami isn't a
Misha's like, yeah, she's insane. Don't listen to her.
A bit lost in her own world.
She is insane.
She'll probably realize she's wrong soon enough.
You don't say. There was something else that piqued my interest. Who is Madame Rosalina?
Oh, do you know her too? Or are you also a fan of Memoria Dynamics?
We're very interested in Madame Rosalina's achievements. Could you tell us a little more about them?
Why, of course! She's an excellent scholar of Memoria Dynamics, and the first person to apply Memoria rate measurement methodology on interstellar travelers.
Can you hurry this up?
Regrettably,
I'm not.
due to the
I'm my
presence of
attention
Garden of
span.
Recollection, ordinary
Speak
people
too well.
don't pay much attention to the nature of Memoria. She departed this world without much fame, leaving only a few thin journals behind.
As a scholar.
I came to Penacony to learn more about my idol, and went to great lengths to
We're not
seek
gonna
out
turn this
info-
stream into a tutorial stream. I mean, I want to. Don't get me wrong. I'll take any opportunity to speak about the Tour against Impact, but I feel like we shouldn't make this a tutorial stream.
She would have discovered a way to reverse the flow of Memoria. I felt it. The source is in the golden hour. There is a certain anomalous presence stirring the currents of the memory zone. I must uncover more concrete proof. I must convince everyone.
Does the name Madame Rosalina sound familiar to you?
You're asking me. Wait, was it?
Before we came to Penacony, the conductor had given us a list of nameless to look into. Her name was mentioned. It seems like she did a great deal of research and calculations in Dreamflux Reef before abruptly passing away.
Are we talking about passing away in the same way that Boeing whistleblowers are passing away, or?
Miss Kami regularly mentions her. I hear Madame Rosalina passed away during the prison war.
Okay, no.
She could see the Penacony of
She died legitimately.
building homes in the memory zone. I bet she'd be really happy.
Perhaps.
The Tory drawing and talking stream? I would one day, once I get better drawing him.
Our destination is the commercial district. That's where the largest crowds gather in Dreamflux Reef. We might be able to find the others there. Let me... Ghost! There's a ghost! Don't come near me!
Oh my. I'm human and so are you.
Actually, they're Papeshi March.
Mr. Yang and Miss Trailblazer, I've been waiting for you.
Tori, I have the alternate outfit one. Good question.
Quickly, come help. I bumped into a member
Very
of the
good
family
question.
on the way here. He was so scared and I just wanted to calm him down. But...
Let me go! Let me go! I've only done good in my life. Why can't I rest in peace after death?
Well, this is how it turned out.
You scared in this badly? Got my voice break.
Ha ha, you're a regular comedian. He thinks he's dead. Although, when I first fell in, I also thought the same.
Dear guest, this is not the afterlife. This is Dreamflux Reef.
I'm gonna tell my furry artist to make off my furry commission. I'm not getting a furry commission!
That's right. Did you hear that?
What the Papeshi?
Dreamflux Reef.
Wait a second. There we go, I started a poll for you guys.
true. You're talking to someone invisible. If I'm not dead, what am I? I shouldn't have pushed my luck by sleeping in my dream.
Everyone's saying punch the Papeshi!
Kills the Papeshi.
Invisible here?
Stop asking! You'll alert the monsters! All the dead are right here. All of them!
Child-shaped pundable. I like your point. It's a pretty good point.
You're not talking about the memory zone meme, are you?
Don't say that name! It's all your fault. They're coming!
Time to auto battle.
Relax.
I'm gonna auto battle this shit. Yippee!
Lend me your strength.
And everyone's saying punch the Papeshi, as you should. I'll end the poll. Maybe you'll start a new poll that's just like, you know, what method of violence would you use to hurt a Papeshi?
The dead return!
Are you like a puncher? Are you a punter? Are you a psychological torture kind of person?
Stand still.
He
I like the
passed
last
out.
one.
His
I'm not strong enough to do the first two.
The nearby memory zone memes.
Actually, I feel like my stream should be used as psychological torture. Yeah.
I see. But why aren't the other people around here scared?
Unlike in the Sweet Dream, people here don't see memory zone memes as dangerous monsters. And even if they pose a threat, people can easily escape by forcing a wake-up call. But we can't just leave this man here. Can we take him somewhere safe?
We can ask Jessie for help. I've gotten to know many locals while waiting for you guys.
I remember when...
Everyone here is living a self-sufficient life. I don't know how to describe it, but this place feels like the real dreamscape.
Oh god. Oh, chest. You're a release the bulldog kind of guy? I like it.
Let's
Creative.
handle a stroke of genius like this.
Evening, Jessie. Is it evening?
It doesn't matter.
Welcome, Miss March. Who might these...
These two are my friends. As for the man lying on the ground, he's a scaredy cat who fainted from fright.
I see. Another poor guy who accidentally ended up here. I'll take care of him. There have been a lot of new faces
She's
lately.
gonna take him out back.
Things must be tough in the beautiful dream. The few remaining havens of freedom in Asdana will soon face trouble.
Do such things often happen here?
Not really, but they're becoming more frequent now. Guess it's one of the signs of the Sweet Dreams collapse. This man has had quite the shock.
I'll put it on auto. I'm too lazy to keep looking.
A Halovian lady march? Her songs can heal mental wounds.
Oh, Robin?
Halovian lady?
Robin?
That must be Robin. She's also here in Dreamflux Reef.
Huh? Robin? But I thought she... Oh, right. If Firefly is here safe and sound...
Unfortunately.
Then it means Robin must be okay too.
Misha's
I'm not gonna let that go. I'm not letting that go. I like robots.
You were with
I
her
don't
earlier,
like
right?
getting baited.
Got some stowaways in the residential area. Most
That
of
doesn't
them
matter. I
came
hate
from
it so much.
neighboring
Yeah. I've already talked at length about it.
places like
It is what it
Dreamflux
is.
Reef are scattered throughout the memories.
I understand now this is for like a lore purpose, but like I just don't like death being
It
used
existed
as
before the family arrived.
cheap, like a cheap way to make people sad.
I also heard that when Dreamflux Reef took shape, it was the center of
And it
all
was ultimately used
dreamscapes
really
in
cheaply.
Penacony.
If that's true, it's no wonder there are so many similarities.
He hates cute girls. I love cute girls.
Sweet dream.
I love cute girls a lot. I just love robots more, and I hate being duped.
Let's hurry up and get going.
Ow. So Firefly or in Samus, the Sam made Firefly better. For me, it's that Hoyoverse introduced big robot guy. Only, no, fuck you, it's a waifu. Like,
Let's see how you handle a
that's what I don't like. If you are around, like, I've said this to my friends quite a bit, but one thing I don't like about Star Rail is that it's very much a be there or you miss it kind of mentality with a lot of the lore, right? Like, if you weren't there at the time that some cinematics were like revealed outside of the game, because the game, by the way, doesn't put all of its lore in the fucking game. If you weren't there when like the big lore cutscenes dropped outside of the game, you missed out on a lot of information because you won't know to go look for it, right? And one of those cutscenes was the reveal of the Stellon hunters. So like Sam as well. And everybody, myself included, lost their minds over big fucking robot guy, right? Because I like robots. I like big robots. But I feel like it's really, really cheap and cliche of Hoyoverse to go, actually, she's a waifu. You know. What's a Stellon exactly? You know, it's become a meme, right? Between me and between me and my friends, it's like an inside joke now of like, what the fuck's a Stellar on? Hey, Himiko! But yeah, it's just like...
She can't be
at the time, the hype for Big Robot Guy was like insane, and I was in on that as well. And getting the bait and switch, because waifu company, it really doesn't sit well with me. I don't know, it feels really cheap. It feels really cheap.
So that's how it is.
And very,
I never imagined we'd gather the
cowardly, I'll say. You know, yeah, fuck it, cowardly.
To borrow Gallagher's catchphrase, what an unpredictable twist of fate.
Himiko, here they are.
Ah, perfect timing. Now that everyone's here, I'd like to introduce everyone.
Inferno Death and Samus Clay, you're also such bad. Yeah, okay, right. My friend Aries was playing through Star Rail. Like, she's just started it. Oh, I should stop this. She's been playing through Star Rail for the first time. And she got to the point where Duke Inferno was mentioned in the Penacony story. And she had no clue who he was. Because he's only mentioned in, like, very briefly in that one quest with, like, Ratio and, the other one, what's her name? The really shitty scientist girl. Ron May, that was it. So like Ron May and Dr. Ratio, only mentioned for like a little bit in like some really brief recordings and in the cutscene outside of the game. If you don't watch that, if you weren't there at the time it was released, you're never gonna think to seek that out. So my friend Aries was playing through this quest and she was like, who the fuck is this guy, you know, Duke Inferno? She was like, she felt so confused because the game just doesn't, like, explain that, you know? I don't know.
You know us?
I've been keeping an eye on you since the day you arrived in Penacony. We would have...
I think it's a big problem for this game, and it's something I don't like about Honkai games, is they just don't put the lore in the game itself.
Dreamscapes.
And it makes for a really shitty game experience. But yeah, like you're either there when it gets released, or you don't. Or you just completely miss it, and you'll never like think to seek it out because you wouldn't know it exists otherwise.
Please allow me to formally introduce myself. I'm Micah, the Gravekeeper of Dreamflux Reef.
Gravekeeper?
Life in Dreamflux Reef is pretty liberating. Everyone here mostly keeps to themselves, without meddling in others' affairs. My daily task involves cleaning a few tombstones.
You can always read the archives. Yeah, but like, that also makes for a really bad experience. Because yeah, sure, you can argue, oh, but you know, it's in the game if you like dig through like paragraphs of text. But ultimately, it shouldn't be on the player to go out of their way to understand the story, like, you know, key parts of the story. I think a big part of it is like, whoever's kind of biting off more than they could chew with the plot. Like, they're really trying to make the Star Rail universe seem as, like, wide as possible. So they give it a lot of breadth, but not much depth. And it's just a bunch of names that you need to know. But the game's it should be the game's responsibility to teach you that, right? In some way. And I'd argue, honestly, that even the Herda, Madame Herda, Duke Inferno thing, even that's like a good introduction to the character. Because if you're only seeing that and not the other supplemental material in Duke Inferno, Again, why should you care? The game doesn't give you a reason to otherwise. Destiny 2 is the same way. Yeah, and that sucks. People shun Destiny for the Grimoire cards. I know Destiny 2 doesn't have that. And no one does it for Hoyoverse. I know different times and stuff, but like, I really, really feel like it's the responsibility of the game to teach you things about the game. Yeah. Imagine buying a novel, reading it cover to cover, only to find out you missed a key plot point that's available on a French TV show on Disney Plus. Yeah, I mean, obviously that's a bit of a different example because money is spent on that, but like, it is the same kind of idea of like playing one piece of media and being completely confused as to what's going on because you just don't know. You weren't like, you're not told what's going on.
You're too modest, Micah. When Lost Dream Chasers stumble
Anyway, Destiny 2 is not an example you should be using. That's like one of the worst games.
Guiding them back to the sweet dream. Or showing them how to survive.
Don't get me started in Destiny 2. A game that I loved until I fucking deleted it.
So,
anyway, I'm fine.
Guardian of sorts.
Hmm? Were you talking to me, Mr. Yang?
On that note, Mr. Mika, which tombstones are you referring to? We didn't come across any graveyard when we arrived.
They're actually just symbolic stones. But since you're curious, Mr. Yang, I'll take you there. I have a feeling you might find something of interest there.
I like how this guy's mouth is moving, but it's like hidden under the mustache so you can barely see it.
But before that, you have an important guest joining you.
An important guest? Who could it be?
This way, please. The road's here.
Pretty W rant, really? I am happy you think so. I know my opinions are very... I know I'm very opinionated with this kind of stuff, but it's like, I say this every single time I criticize Hoyoverse. I love the games. I love the games, which is why when these things suck and, you know, they impact your experience of playing the games, I'm like, because I want this game to be as good as possible. I love it so much. I'm just gonna... Oh, that's kind of dark. I put him out of his misery. Do you better go home to deal but instantly die for no reason? Yeah, exactly. And like, you're supposed to care? The game doesn't give you a reason to because the game treats him with such little respect and it doesn't even explain him in the actual story. Destiny 2 to make 3 of their campaigns free for a whole month till the new expansion drops. Man, that's cool. If only they didn't delete the entire game. Look, I played Destiny 2 since launch. I played the Red War campaign. I played up until Forsaken. And then, because they couldn't plan out their game properly, they deleted the entire content and replaced it with, like, shitty Destiny 1 nostalgia bait. And look, the Destiny 2 campaign is not, like, particularly good. But it really sucks that I bought the game when it came out. Like, it wasn't free at that point, but I bought the game and I bought the expansions. I spent hundreds on Destiny. Maybe that's my mistake. Maybe my mistake was spending money on something from Bungie. But... like, only for them to delete the entire game. Like, I cannot play the content that I paid for. Ever again. The most I can get out of, like, Destiny is watching people play through the game.
It really is her.
Years ago.
Robin.
Everyone sang so wonderfully.
I'm just gonna point a warframe and say that the game is like, what, 11 years old?
Some valuable insights.
And they have not needed to delete all of their content. They have, was it 3 open worlds? I think. Several planets, several cinematic quests. And it's like, what, 30 gigs total? Because they actually optimized the game. Yeah. Destiny could never.
Oh, I can't.
And no, refunds absolutely sucks. Yeah, I spent like a ton of money on Destiny and they just deleted the whole thing.
Progress in only a few days.
For now. Wait. Oh yeah, you're right. I forgot about Deviri.
It was nothing, Grace. I merely taught them how to sing. It was you.
No more complaining about Destiny. Sorry.
Life must be quite difficult for them in reality, I imagine.
That's right.
Whenever it's time to say goodbye to these kids, they're reluctant to leave. But I've explored every corner of Dreamflux Reef, talked to everyone I met, and they all told me the same thing. This shattered dream is not worth clinging to.
It seems you truly are a child of the Harmony. Emma and Andy are orphans I took under my wing.
Please complain, let you my thoughts and stuff. I think when I complain, I become the most British, right? Like when it's only when I'm truly giving too much shit about something, too much of a shit, then my Britishness comes out. Because honestly, what is being British if not complaining about everything? It runs in my blood.
If we compare people to birds, these kids are like fledglings with impaired wings. But in this dream,
I'm not gonna make a Millie
they can
reference.
fly freely.
I'm not gonna make a Millie
Even
reference.
if they stumble along the way, well, they're still relying on their own strength.
You're a D2 Coper. I'm so sorry.
And me, an old
I am
lady
so
with
sorry,
no
friend.
legs. Well, without this dream, I couldn't even walk.
I respect it. I really, really, really do. But I genuinely feel sorry.
I'm glad that you found a new life here in Penacony.
Oh god.
Don't worry, Robin. Dreams have their significance, but they aren't everything. Both the children and I understand this. No matter how long we fly through this dream, we will one day return to reality. But you know what? Emma and Gary aren't plagued by their insecurities anymore. No, and Carol is learning how to cope with her blindness. And Andy is livelier than ever.
White Knight and Dark Days.
I've become more optimistic.
Every time I hear the name White Knight, that's what I think of.
You see, in dreams, we learn how to live. Once we return to reality, we learn how to survive.
And should our feathers be damaged, then we share our wings with one another. There's no need to covet an illusory sky in dreams, because we have the right and the ability to fly towards a broader horizon.
It's a relief to see you safe and sound, Miss Robin.
It's nice to see you all again.
It is so warm today. Oh god.
I heard my disappearance.
Do these orphans just permanently live and grow up inside a dream world? Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, they said they're gonna wake up one day, but...
Since you're here, can we assume that you're fully aware of the situation in Penacony?
Ever since I returned to Penacony, my voice started to change, until it gradually faded away. At first, I thought it was a temporary ailment, perhaps due to having been away too long. I thought maybe it just takes some time for my body to acclimate to the high concentration of Memoria and Asdana.
I just realized what's been off. Something's felt off this whole stream. You know what it is? There's been no Aventurine and Ratio like bickering yet.
But now it seems...
That's what feels off to me.
The root of the problem goes way beyond me. There are elements
I genuinely feel like something was missing and I was like, oh shit, no Aventurine and Ratio aren't here.
My voice is just one of the signs of the Sweet Dreams collapse.
The Sweet Dreams collapse. That memo keeper mentioned the same thing. So it's real.
While I was away from Penacony, the boundaries of the 12 dreamscapes kept expanding outward. But whenever I mentioned the anomalies in my dreams, all the family heads refused to talk about it. Only my brother was willing to respond. Later, I discovered the secret letters from the IPC ambassador, which further convinced me that there are hidden secrets beneath the surface of Penacony.
I mean, huge spoiler, Aventurine Doctoration and appearance at the end of the arc. Yeah, I know. My point was like less about like the characters and more about the lack of how do I say this? Married old couple bickering.
The land of
I miss it.
Concealed by the family under the guise of
What is Star Rail without my yaoi ships?
In a dream, where Penacony's past is buried.
Hearing you speak,
there's been a distinct lack of yaoi
somewhat of a recovery
today.
I hate to admit it, but the harmony in this place.
Why even play like this? I know it's a sad time.
Sweet dream. It's regrettable. But the family has experienced betrayal. The traitor, or traitors, abandoned their original principles and, using the name of harmony, exploited people's weaknesses to turn Penacony into the planet of festivities, trapping everyone in the illusion of the sweet dream. This is not the strong defending the weak, but rather the strong exploiting the weak. A world without equality won't ever be favored by the harmony. And naturally, those voices blessed by them have lost the ability to sing.
Could there be another force influencing the family's shift in philosophy, Miss Robin?
I've probably been told this already, but this quest is long. Oh yeah, no, Aries was complaining about it. She told me there was a talent show, and at that point she just lost her shit. That's all I know about this.
Acheron, it's difficult to conceive.
She streamed it herself, then she immediately hopped into Discord and did nothing but complain because it went on for so long.
Unless a power surpassing that of an emanator is involved.
I'd heard about what happened to the Xianzhou Alliance, but as far as I'm aware, the family hasn't faced any such external interventions. Who knows? Perhaps I've just been away too long and missed something. Regardless, I cannot accept my home is moving towards the very opposite of what the harmony represents, while still claiming to uphold it. I must uncover the reason why Mikhail cut ties with the family, and who exactly it was who betrayed us all. Do you remember our arrangement, Mr. Micah? Well, here's my answer. I've decided to forgo my role and never step foot on the Charmony Festival stage again.
Oh? 11th semester till Charmony Festival.
Look here, brother. A little bird.
Looks like a fledgling Charmony dove. But Charmony doves don't live here. So how did this little bird get here? Maybe its parents abandoned it?
It looks weak and frail. Why don't we find something soft and make a nest for it?
This place is too dangerous for a fledgling. Let's take it with us. We can put it on the wooden shelf in front of your window.
Okay. A bird like that must have a beautiful singing voice. But where will it live?
I'll ask the family head to build a cage for it.
A cage? But then it won't have the freedom to fly, right?
That's why you let the birds out of the cage, Robin. You don't just keep them in a cage, you let them out to fly free, and then they go back in the cage to sleep, and then you let them out of the cage. Robin.
Let's see. What is it that has captured the attention of the two best interpreters of the Great One? To the point that they've forgotten how to enjoy their dessert. Oh, poor little thing. Doesn't look like it's doing well. Do you want to rescue it?
I do. But I don't want to lock it up in a cage.
Why?
Even if it's small and not fully feathered and can't sing, it didn't come into this world just to be locked up in a cage. Birds, they should be flying free in the sky.
Well, no. Again, Robin.
That's quite the road.
Telling me you know nothing about bird ownership, but telling me you know nothing about bird without telling me you know nothing about bird ownership. Just because you put them in a cage doesn't mean they stay in the cage. You let them out of the cage. They fly around, Robin.
I think she's right.
You don't just keep a dog locked up in the kennel like all the time. No, you let it out.
Survive for more than a few days.
Sleep again, Robin.
Ah, I see. It seems our little scholar is still a bit unsure. Well, let me tell you youngsters a story.
As a scholar, sorry.
As you probably know, Charmony doves can
Can't believe Robin's gonna cement the cage closed.
when they
Me
fly
neither.
really high. The friction caused by the flapping of their feathers against the atmosphere
Victoria, but every time someone says scholar, I'm just like, as a scholar.
so that they look like shooting stars. We've seen this spectacle so many times that we think it's just something they can naturally do. But that's not the truth. Their radiant display is the result of countless struggles against nature over generations. Their ancestors were too weak to survive on the ground. So, to escape predators, they started seeking new opportunities in the air. After countless attempts by many generations, one of them finally figured out how to fly. It soared into the sky and never looked back at the ground again.
So, you mean birds aren't born to fly, but they find a way to do it through their determination, right?
Well, that's an idealistic way.
Yeah, that's one way to put it. Ow.
So,
ow, my knee!
What are your thoughts, Sunday?
I think people believe birds are meant to fly because they've never seen those birds crashing to their death.
Sunday, what birds have you seen? Sunday, what birds have you seen?
That's an interesting perspective.
Kind voice seems sarcastic even the first time.
decided
Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, it's cool. Cool voice. But it does sound very, like, patronizing. I like it, though.
For now,
I will not elaborate.
I'll keep it in a cage until it can take care of itself because I want it to live. No matter what.
Well said, kids. It seems each of you has found your own answer. Your insights are truly remarkable. And I hope they come true in their own way.
I feel like Sunday probably saw like a bird fly into an airplane turbine and just got traumatized by it.
We will take good care of it. Won't we,
Maybe
Bella?
that's just me, but like the way he said, the way he talked about it, I was like, he's seen something.
But, Mr. Gopherwood, there's one thing I don't quite understand.
And what might that be, my son?
What if this little Charmony dove never learns to fly in the end?
Sunday was in an airplane and looked outside! Either that, or like, he was sitting inside and a bird just like, straight against the window, because they're dumb like that sometimes.
I mean, if there are fledglings in this world that can never fly throughout their lives, should we let them go back to the sky? Only to see them crash to the ground and die?
Talking in your sleep, birdie? Time to wake up.
Oh, he's here!
Huh?
Oh yeah, because Gallagher killed him. Well, killed.
I'm still alive?
Yeah. Happy about that.
Where is Robin? Tell me. Now.
I knew that was going to be the first thing you'd ask. Don't worry, your sister is here, safe and sound. She's...
I love Sunday.
Probably walking around the streets now.
Oji-san Yaoi, yeah! The Yaoi's back, everybody!
I'm more worried about myself. After all, right in front of you is the guy who just stabbed you in the chest with a dagger.
If you wanted to kill me, you wouldn't give me the chance to speak. Just tell me your demands, lackey of the Watchmaker.
So, you figured out who I am, huh? No wonder you had the guts to go against the Dream Master and the Four Families.
Oh, wait.
Looks like I made the right choice.
He's the traitor!
Choice?
You are aware of my plan and see through my act. Time is running out, so let's drop the charades. I'm suggesting we cooperate.
Cooperate? What makes you think I'd cooperate with you?
The fact that the famous Robin has chosen my side. Plus, some clues about a traitor and a bright
Oh, no, you saw the traitor, okay.
Penacony. Any of that catch your interest?
I find it hard to believe a man who's full of deception.
Fine. You don't have to trust me. What you should trust is the sense of justice inside of you.
This gavial of justice. Sorry.
Show me Robin first.
All right, as you wish. Here she is.
Huh? That's not Robin.
What's your trick this time?
Just kidding. I mean, this lady will lead us to Robin, right?
And the crew, too. There are too many people who you owe an explanation.
That'd be great. Please follow me, Honorable Oak Family Head.
We mentioned Arknights, Warframe, and Melee. This really is an MV stream. Yup. Wait, when did we mention Warframe? Oh, we mentioned Warframe earlier, didn't we? About the open. Everything goes back to Warframe! Everything goes back to Warframe!
This is the monument I mentioned earlier. The names inscribed on it should be familiar to all of you.
Rosalina and Tiernan.
When Penacony was known as a frontier prison, it was the Trailblazers who connected it with the stars. They were the heroes who saved Astana, and their names deserve to be immortalized. Not just on this small stone tablet, but in the annals of
Next
history.
time we get Firefly on screen, I'm gonna go pee real quick.
Today, the planet of festivities is nothing but sweet
I've been
dreams.
drinking so much water today.
That heavy piece of
cannibalism.
history
I like cannibalism.
is all a distant memory. Just like that prison.
If their names are inscribed here, then that means...
According to Micah, they died long ago.
Rosalina was killed during the War of Independence. She ventured alone into the heart of the star system to investigate the flow of Memoria, but she never returned. Tiernan was a skilled gunslinger, strong and reliable. He led the people through countless battles, but he didn't live long enough to witness the arrival of true peace. In the decade following the war, Penacony faced challenges internal and external. To protect Astana, Tiernan took up the way of the Trailblaze and led the Lampmoth family to explore beyond the system, only to be surrounded, wiped out by the Swarm.
Though I had expected as much, the tales of these heroes truly are sorrowful.
Is it just me? Okay, right. I've been thinking this a little bit today. Is it just me, or does the translation for this patch seem a little bit off to you guys? Like, there was something earlier as well where like it didn't make much, like there was Sparkle addressing everybody. There was another thing that didn't make much grammatical sense earlier. The translation was like it took a bit of a hit. Like, though I had expected how much these these heroes truly are sorrowful, doesn't really make much sense. There's something that Firefly mentioned as well. Oh yeah, it was like, okay, Firefly also said something that was like, close your eyes, no matter what, but she didn't say that. She said it in a really, really janky way or something. They said like, what was it exactly? It was something that didn't really, I'm gonna if I can go back on the stream and find it. It was from earlier when Firefly first showed up. I wonder if I can find the cutscene with Blade. Okay. She said, let's leave this place. Please close your eyes. Take a deep breath. Remember, you must not open your eyes at all times. You must not open your eyes at all times. Doesn't really make much sense. You'd say no matter what, don't open your eyes. Not you must not open your eyes at all times. So there's a lot in this, in specifically this version, that like I feel the translation's taken a bit of a hit, and this is one of those things. Cause like March would never say, this truly is sorrowful. She'd just say like, it feels like, okay, it feels like it was translated but not localized. So yeah, so this is a translation, but it doesn't feel like it's localized into English in a way that a natural English speaker would say.
True to the title of Trailblazer, they spent their lives venturing into the unknown.
It's weird because all the voice actors say it like it's normal, but there've been several times now where I've just been like, huh? Where like, it makes sense, sure, but you would never hear someone say that.
When Dreamflux Reef was
They're
created,
through AI,
its owner was
don't
still alive.
know.
However, He insisted on erecting a monument
AI is like,
saying
I'll write the
it
translation
will happen someday.
these days. But I don't know. I feel like
Here we meet again. Everyone from the astral.
it might be. It just feels very kind of like lazy.
Robin.
Some things haven't been localized properly. Okay, there we go. There's Firefly. I'm gonna take a pee break real quick. One sec.
I brought Gallagher here.
Oh wait. You can enjoy Firefly cam. Is this good? Okay, I'll be back in a second. Don't go anywhere. Taking a break. Well, I'm not like. It's like a break. I'm just peeing. Don't go anywhere. I'm back in a second. Let me just. Okay, right. Keep a timer. Okay, 3, 2, 1, go. Wait, I'm back. One sec. Meeples with me. Look! The meeple! Meeple, say hi to chat. Or don't. Ow, 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 my arm. Ow, ow, ow. Okay. Whew. I'm so sorry for the wait. I had to check the bathroom for bugs. And you might be wondering, Evie, what the fuck? There've been bugs. The bugs are back. If you remember, last year, there was like a bug problem, and there were like a ton of bugs in the bathroom. The bugs are back again. And, in, like, just yesterday alone, I had to get rid of 6 bugs. Every time I go into the bathroom, I have to get rid of more bugs. There are a ton of them, and I couldn't even get rid of all of them yesterday.
So let's talk about our business.
What are you doing? Hello.
What do you say?
Get up here. What are you doing? Why is Meatball like this? What are you? He wants to leave. 1 second. Anyway, goodbye. And he's gone. Hands washed? Yes, my hands are washed. Don't worry. But yeah, there are like a ton of bugs in the bathroom these days, and every time I go in, I have to do like a full bug sweep to make sure that they're unknown when I leave.
That sounds sensible enough. Since you went through the trouble of gathering the family head, the crew,
Man, am I tired today? I wonder what.
Rangers, I'm guessing you have something important to say, Mr. Gallagher?
Oh? Is it that obvious?
The look on your face is practically screaming, I'm the one behind all this.
You're right, Mr. Yang. It is indeed time to come clean on everything. The siblings already know what they need to, and they've made their choice. But you, Nameless, arrived a bit late.
That was a good pee.
So it's only fair that I answer your questions. Before we begin, let me reintroduce myself. I'm the founder of Dream Flux Reef, the deputy of the Watchmaker, and the one who sent out that invitation.
Wait a second.
As Gallagher, the history fictionologist, I humbly extend my greetings to you all.
He's got the Tory neck thing.
History fictionologist? So what, everything you told us was made up?
Wonder why I miss Ushio. It's 5:30 AM, but I'm not tired and don't want to sleep yet. Evie is tired. No. It was 8 AM this morning that I went to sleep.
Well, don't worry. Almost everything I shared was true. Well, except for the part about the family accepting me back.
I double-checked with Micah, and everything he said about the family, the Watchmaker, and Mikhail is true.
Thank you for your understanding. Now let's get down to business. I'm sure you're all wondering why I went through the trouble of setting up this battle for the legacy. Inviting different factions and stirring up a ruckus all over Penacony.
'Cause it's funny.
Well, it all boils down to something very familiar to
No!
Stellon.
You can't escape this stupid plot device! No!
The Stellon? But how is...
We were so close!
Penacony is a free-flowing interstellar hub. There are no signs of contamination whatsoever.
You're totally correct. So, care to take a guess at what that means?
I don't care! Just stop! You're so close to having a Stellon-less story!
Creating the land of the dreams is like filling that wild ocean with earth to make an island. To achieve this feat, without the help of an emanator of remembrance or enigmata, the only way is to use a Stellon. And that's not something you can achieve with a simple wish. It requires vast quantities of knowledge, time, and manpower. I'm sure you get what I'm hinting at.
You would have thought it's the Comedian plot device. They could have gone one patch without...
The planet of festivities itself is a Stellon disaster.
The planet of festivities itself is a Stellon disaster?
Thanks, Paimon.
It all started a long time ago. Back when the Watchmaker and his crew liberated the frontier prison.
You know from me how you're writing anymore. Stellons are some of the weakest parts. Actually, there's a lot of weak parts in how you're writing.
That's when the idea of using the Stellon.
I mean, we're just gonna have to deal with it, I guess. God forbid we come up with a creative, disaster to worry about.
Nameless warned everyone against the folly of attempting to tamper with such a power. And most heeded their words. But there are always people in the shadows with ulterior motives. The turning point came after Tiernan's death. With 2 of the Nameless gone, the Watchmaker had to go to the front lines. It was at that moment his rivals saw an opportunity.
They set up a death as a threat for 2 entire patches and then throw that away in this one. Yeah. Yeah.
By the time a
And then,
representative
oops,
from the Montour
Stellon
system's
mentioned
family arrived
everyone
at
played.
Watchmaker's call. The Stellaron had already been activated and was seeping into the primordial synesthesia dreamscape.
And I suppose the family happened to possess the knowledge to seal the Stellaron?
Not just that. They knew far more about the Stellaron than the average person. They helped Mikhail swiftly quell the civil unrest and played a part in building Penacony under the disguise of the Harmony. Those 3 eras were known as the Age of Dreaming. The Watchmaker, who had been left
Kinda got
in
mentioned
the
in
dark,
Stellon, yeah.
sent out invitations.
If you thought guy after Triclops was
spreading
bad,
the hype around
take
the
a shot
land.
every time they mention a Stellaron now for the rest of this patch. Oh shoot, just not myself. I'm not responsible for any liver damage.
How did they turn against each
Or
other?
alcohol poisoning.
Remember the island in the ocean metaphor? The truth is, the Stellaron was never truly sealed. It existed in a different form within the dreamscape. Think about this. What would it cost to create and maintain such a lavish dreamland? It's people's lives. The opulent dream is built upon the decay of spirits, with a toxic elixir called pleasure flowing through the dreamscape. It tempts people to indulge in the dreamscape, and gradually their minds succumb, becoming nourishment for the sweet dream. Confusion, laziness, and cowardice. Weaknesses that plague humanity were magnified and nourished by the family. Penacony became a new kind of prison, even more impenetrable than the previous one. Sadly, we realized this far too late. By then, the family had a firm grip on Penacony, swiftly quelling any opposition that arose. At my wit's end, I had to use the power of the Enigmata, and sought refuge in this chaotic realm. Over the years, I created a meme within this dream for our use.
What is the use of this here, Hilliverse? I fictionologize a meme.
Dormancy. That's its real name. We exploited a loophole. You see, regular people can't fall asleep.
I don't think I've sighed this much during a Hilliverse stream before. I genuinely... This is gonna break me.
So this is the true meaning of the impossible. You sent out invitations in the Watchmaker's name to find forces.
Thanks for explaining a simple word with a much more complex, uncommon word.
Stellon
Yeah,
disaster,
like why would we need the word fictionalize?
the truth.
What?
It's not just that. Above all, I wanted to see what happens when the major factions engage in a struggle for the legacy. Since this is the Watchmaker's first announcement in decades, the traitor within the family is bound to reveal themselves.
So, the legacy is just a facade.
If you want to consider the Stellaron as the legacy, I'm totally fine with that.
Can we recap this without any kind of yapping? So anyway. Cool. So legacy was never real. You just wanted us to... Okay, so the whole idea of the Watchmaker's legacy being a really interesting concept, nah, it's all made up. It's fucking Stellaron.
Where is the Stellaron now?
That's a question for Mr.
Literally
Wade.
even acknowledged, oh, we just made it
Stellaron
up
is
to make
still
you
under
come
the
here.
family's control.
God, we can't have nice things in the Hilliverse game!
There's all the answers.
Now I know why Ares is just losing her mind over this quest. They literally set up the whole Watchmaker's legacy as this big thing. Nope! It's the secret thing they said to try and pull in people that can deal with the Stellaron. I'm fine. I'm doing great. You just realize the unique. Yeah, but the thing is, they can explain that. They can talk about that. They can be like, wait a second, so you can do this because of this, and that would have been fine. But instead, they put the word fictionologize over the word create, whatever it was. And it's like, why would we need that word here, right? Like, what is the point of that information? Why would you create, like, a really weird noun? Not a noun, sorry, a verb. A fictional verb. And then... Oh god, I don't even know at this point. It wasn't necessary information. And it's something they could have explained in actual dialogue. If they want to say it's a part of like a unique ability of Gallagher, which I guess is the point, they could just say that in the dialogue, but they're too lazy to, so they just fucking fix it by putting in random nouns and random adjectives and random verbs. God.
It is the Penacony Grand Theater itself.
As I suspected, it's the embodiment of the family. The edifice that first materialized within the Sweet Dream. That's what turned Penacony into its current state.
They didn't call it Stellaroning, I would have lost my mind.
Employed its power. It is in fact Mr. Gopherwood.
Isn't a gopher like an animal that like eats wood or something? I can't take the name Gopherwood seriously because all I can think of is it like just being wood for gophers.
Well, that was easier than I thought. Did you conduct your own investigation already?
Would you want 15 lines of exposition or a word above another one? I would want them to like actually explain it naturally in dialogue or just not bother at all. The Lesser Evil is not doing anything and letting people figure it out for themselves because people aren't stupid. I would have, like... without them saying that word, it's obvious they mean he can create stuff because that's what he said with actual words. They didn't need to add another word in there. They just think people who play this game are, like, the lowest of the low and can't understand basic concept. It still annoyed me when Welt said flew too close to the sun and the game put Icarus over the top, or when Robin can't say anymore, death. Like, we don't need this to be spelled out for us. Star Rail players are not lobotomy sufferers.
Correct. When I was trying to track down the person who murdered my sister, apart from you, Gopherwood was my second suspect.
Anyway.
Confronting me first turned out to be a smart move on your part.
I didn't have other options. The Dream Master has been elusive.
I love the Rand. I love Star Rail. I love the world, and I love the characters, and it just have questions. The biggest one is why.
Moreover, Mr. Gopherwood has been.
I genuinely don't understand how the writing team could keep shooting themselves in the foot so many times.
Like this.
What do you mean by that?
To be honest, my brother and I are also victims of the
Yay! The Stellar one was mentioned again! Are you guys happy? I'm happy. I'm really happy.
Mr. Gopherwood recognized our potential and brought us to Penacony.
I am genuinely losing my mind right now.
But I can't just stand by and watch Mr. Gopherwood because
I have. This is just water. I don't drink alcohol. This is just water. But well, Stellon mentioned.
Evil cause.
And I just spill on myself. Oh boy!
I won't step on that stage and sing. No matter who the traitor is.
She's broken, guys. This game is just destroying me.
I won't let the Charmony Festival become an event that just...
The declaration is a whole clever wordplay happening in original language. I don't think it's wordplay. The thing is, that kind of like over-the-text stuff is usually used to, in like Japanese and stuff, it's used to like put the spelling for like certain words usually, isn't it? I think, I don't know why they're using it this way in English. But it's just, I have questions. And the question is why?
Indeed. For the paradise in our dream, as the head of the Oak family.
From now on, we're gonna give a Stellar counter. Actually, no, we've already passed. It's probably been like 15 mentions already, the Stellar one.
Future.
I'm some water because I did just spill over myself.
Sweet dream and confront the Dream Master. And if it turns out that the family has truly strayed from the harmony, I'll fight alongside you. We'll put the Charmony Festival on hold and make sure Mr. Gopherwood pays for his blood debt.
I will never be able to take the word. I take the name Mr. Gopherwood seriously. Also, blood debt, Arlecchino.
The enemies you are about to face aren't like this old dog here, who can barely even bark. Since our interests are aligned, why don't we team up? Maybe, just maybe.
Like, naming someone Mr. Gopherwood is like naming someone Mr. Rat Cheese, you know?
We have always been following in the footsteps of our nameless predecessors, and there's no reason to stop now.
Yeah, we nameless won't back down from a challenge. Isn't that right, Miss Trailblazer?
Or like naming someone Mr. Housebricks, I don't know. Really? It's all just memes? I'm gonna like pop a blood vessel playing this game. This is the least. Why is it all just memes?
Exactly. It's time for the crew to save the world once more.
Rest assured, sitting on the sidelines isn't in our nature. Mr. Sunday, Miss Robin, I don't
mind the shitpost in this game. In fact, actually, when I played the beta, it gave me kind of Stanley Parable vibes, especially in Belavox. The whole like trash can thing was very Stanley Parable-ish.
Personally, I have pro bias on Hoya games, but I'll admit your rants are what makes these streams unique and funny 90% of the time. Other 10% is D.
Thank you so much again for the super chat. Thank you so much. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you. Look, I keep saying it. I love Hoyoverse games. My criticisms come from a place of love. I love Town theme. Because I want to see these games do good. Like, the fact they can produce such quality every 6 weeks is insane to me. But like, the writing is always the thing that takes a big hit because of it. To make the game polished, the writing takes a bit of a hit. And like, it is a shame when these things happen. I mean, like, I'm biggest sort of vtuber lore nerd myself. I love Hoyoverse lore. I love Hoyoverse like worlds. But sometimes the dialogue and writing and just choices make me go, huh? Thank you so much. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you. I just want to see these games improve. And honestly, right, I'm just gonna say this. At least Genshin feels like it's kind of improving. For the longest time, okay, it's a bit of a tangent, but for the longest time, like, Genshin characters were just one adjective, and that was their entire personality, right? Like, half of the Qixing is just all overworked. You've got, like, Toma, who's just housewife, Ayaka, who's just shy, Ayato and Yamiko, who are just smug. Like, a lot of the characters up to Inazuma are kind of just one adjective, and that's their entire personality trait, and they don't get any kind of development past that point. And then we got, like, characters like Kaveh, and, like, Scaramouche in Sumeru that were like, okay. Of course, all the characters still kind of fell into this one, like, adjective to describe their personality thing. Like, Kale and, like, Tainari and stuff. Or at least, like, one concept that defines them, which is fine. But there were some, like, really deep characters that were coming into this. And then we reached, Fontaine. And we had Farina and Novelette. And we had, Linny and Lynette. We had Arlecchino. And even Violet as well, and for the first time it felt like these guys were like actual characters. I don't know what like changed between Inazuma and now, and it's been slowly sort of improving. But for the first time in Genshin, we've got characters that are like actually fleshed out as people and have some kind of development to them, or at least, you know, had a kind of story to them that made them who they are. And it's been really nice to see. Like, obviously not everything is like that, and a lot of the, I think 4 stars kind of fall still into the whole, like, underdeveloped category, especially the ones that weren't in the story, like Chevreuse. But, yeah, like, I I just think it's like they're improving. I wasn't happy with how the story dealt with the Fatui and the tribal relations to the Fatui at the start, but as far as the characters go, they were so much more fleshed out, and it's like proof the Hoyoverse can improve, and I want to see them keep improving, and I hope they do a similar thing with Star Rail. This is already a massive step up from the Lawful, because the Lawful kind of sucked. But there are still some things that we just kind of like, you know, question them, and maybe one day Hoyoverse will get better at it. Yeah, I don't know. I love the games, I love the worlds. Another big rant. Sorry about that. I got very distracted. But I want to see this game improve, because Hoyoverse shows that they can do it, right? Anyway.
Thank you, Mr. Yang.
Thank you all very much.
The Charmony Festival is about to start, and time is against us. We must hasten.
Everyone, let's gather over.
But yeah, my point is that these criticisms are like...
preparations.
You know, just genuine, like, critiques of the game. Obviously, you know, I'm playing... Oh, actually, I was gonna say I'm playing them up. No, I'm not. They actually do get under my skin quite a little bit. To the point where, like, Aries and I have just, like, gone into massive, like, rants about this off stream as well. But again, it's like, I just want to see this game get better, right? I want to see this game get better. And so... maybe one day, this game will improve in the same way that Genshin is starting to improve. And it's taken Genshin a very long time to get to this point as well, and that should be kind of, you know, brought up. But they're making changes eventually, and I want to see this game make changes too.
I may have been quick to step up.
As big as definitely consistent when it comes to storytelling.
The
I'd say it's their inability to commit to things. Whether it's character development or permanent changes in the world. Like, they don't really want to commit to any kind of permanent development because then it might lead to, you know, inconsistencies where, like, players haven't completed the most recent story stuff, aren't able to do events. I don't know. There are definitely reasons as to why they don't want to do it, but it's like, the game is nerfing itself by not exploring characters to their full potential. Like, Lucha, for instance. I'm just gonna point at him. Who is he? The game has not told us yet.
Huh? Even you're saying that, Mr. Yang?
This entire story quest was not about him.
That Dream Master.
He's the leader of the families of Penacony, and he has the entire power of the Harmony behind him. Not to mention the
Stellon. About Lucha. Exactly. Like, they just don't... they just don't want to commit to anything. They don't want to explain what he is in case they change their minds later, and it means they're never ever gonna do it.
Maybe you can just stay behind this time, Mr. Yang?
No, that won't do. Even if we count Robin as an ally, something felt off about Mr. Sunday just now. Although, I can't quite put my finger on it. I have to make sure he won't turn against us when things start to get dicey. You're still carrying the keepsake the IPC envoy gave you, right? May I borrow it for a moment? Huh. I knew it.
What do you need it for?
As I suspected, this chip Aventurine gave to you is actually a miniature transmitter. If I'm right, he intends to use it to track your location or contact you when needed. As it so happens, this may actually be of some use in the current situation.
Aventurine? Is he still alive? And what does he have to do with our mission to confront the Dream Master?
Remember what I said earlier? Working with the IPC is a way to keep the family in check. If negotiations go south and the family show their true colors by going after the Stellon, I'll use this transmitter to send a message to the IPC. It'll be just the opportunity the IPC ambassador was hoping for. The only question mark in all of this is Aventurine's current status.
Yeah, the Hoyoverse couldn't kill him off either, so he's fine.
Especially
Stellon mentioned, genuinely? Oh my god, it was! I just, at this point, I'm so numb to it. I didn't even notice.
It's like him. Getting the message across shouldn't be a problem.
It's so funny if well seeing Lucha getting also lots of flashbacks just because Lucha is also at this point now. I keep saying it, but I feel like one of the worst parts of this game, one of the worst parts of Honkai Star Rail is the Honkai part. That's his own rant though.
Well,
That is its
You
own
take
rant.
care too.
With the exception of well, but even then,
If
like
anything goes wrong, don't worry about me. Just make sure to seal the Stellon.
the Honkai part of Honkai Star Rail is its weakest part. I don't know. I think this game would be better if it didn't tie itself to that universe.
Even if the Dream Master is innocent, the family's corruption runs deep. I won't make the same mistake Mikhail did. Let's wish him the best of luck.
Don't you have something else to tell us, Gallagher?
Why would you say so?
Before we departed, the conductor asked us to inquire about the 3 nameless in Penacony. We've already collected intel about Rosalina and Tiernan, so the only one left is legwork. If I'm not mistaken, we've already met him somewhere, haven't we?
It's not enough to say meet, but the answer is pretty obvious. After all, I've hinted at it in quite an evident way.
Meaning the child legwork. I was thinking the same
I've been
thing.
watching over you ever since I received the
That's an
reply
unfortunate
from the
name.
Astral Express. And I've seen the great effort you all put into linking different realms together across the cosmos. And now, after getting this far all in one piece, you have truly proven yourselves. Miss Himiko, were you the one who repaired the Express and got it sailing through the cosmos again?
Yes.
And you two, young Nameless, you have very interesting life stories and extraordinary skills.
Can we not get a line that's just like normal? It doesn't matter. Can we just get like a normal dialogue option, please?
I don't know much about my life story, but I do have extraordinary skills.
You're full of energy.
Like Charlie was screaming
Send my
okay to get some more
regards
development in Clara and in the main arc
the
conquest, just hope
conductor,
his request is good
Pom-Pom.
enough to justify like its screen
Please
time.
let them
Yeah.
know their friend had
I mean,
fond
with Child makes sense because he's a Harbinger, and the devs have like called him a walking spoiler and
reminisce
stuff
on
like that.
every
He is
time he had a good drink.
he's the golden child of Genshin Impact. But I hope Clara gets more detail, more fleshed out soon.
As for the last Nameless, he embarked, disembarked, and embarked again, traveling in a great circle, ending up back where he started. On his deathbed, he told me to find the Astral Express and deliver an invitation to the future Nameless. He left behind a special gift, a true legacy. Something that belongs only to the successors of the Trailblaze. Come with me. Now is the time to reveal it.
Alright. Oh, on the wrong level.
Back here again.
Sometimes I feel like you're still alive, old friend. Like you've still got so much to say and do. I've kept my promise. Brought the future Trailblazers you've waited so long for. I don't know why you were so obsessed with that train. But I remember your last words. Don't let us down, old man.
Are we gonna see any? Oh, there we go!
What's happening?
Ooh! Is it bad I'm just thinking of, Sanctuary? At the start of Borderlands 2. Whoa!
Go ahead. His resting place lies in the garden up ahead. The first and last Nameless of Penacony. Mikhail Char Legward, the Watchmaker.
Wait a second! Huh. So the Watchmaker's legacy wasn't then completely made up, I guess. Cinematics through the always so jarring around 10 to 15 second high quality video that roughly ends. Yeah, I guess it's better than putting a black screen though. I'd rather have that as like a sort of in-between than a black screen, but I know exactly what you mean. It does feel very jarring whenever it transitions to a cutscene. Beneath the sea surface of the memory zone, in a garden closest to the full moon in the water, an elderly man rests in a recliner, enveloped in utter silence. The watchmaker, Mikhail Charlegwork, has passed into that endless, timeless dream, where no sound could ever awaken him.
Sure enough, the watchmaker is
he's dead.
Nameless. Even I could guess that one.
The legacy he left behind was a dream bubble. I believe inside that bubble, there's something that holds meaning only for the nameless.
Ironically, his leg no work anymore.
After all, when I checked its contents, I found nothing inside. Maybe some trailblaze.
I swear to God! We do not need
more
this!
Serious than me.
We do not need the word enigmatic over the top of it! We don't need that! We can... It's not necessary!
Well, let's have a look.
As the words ceased, Himiko nods ever so slightly in your direction. You take a deep breath, steady your mind, and turn your gaze towards the watchmaker. You press your hand against the dream bubble, and the thick, viscous memoria converges under strain, then stretches outward from your fingertips, as if weaving a delicate web. It gently cradles your palm. A chill travels from your fingertips, carrying it with it a myriad of vibrant, intertwined memories, as experience would suggest. Has to be, but at this point, just taking the piss. They were taking the piss the second they said Robin's dead. Robin can't sing anymore. Dead. Like... That was when they started taking the piss. Try to read it again. The dream bubble is clearly extraordinary. Perhaps the approach was wrong, you think, holding your breath and closing your eyes. With one knee on the ground, you press your forehead against the thin film coated in memoria. Yet before you, there remains an abyss of darkness. No crimson sun descending upon snow-capped mountains, no gentle laughter, no twinkling stars, no echoes of swords clashing, and most of all, no traces of trailblaze. There's nothing and nothing is there. Indubitably, this is but an empty dream bubble.
Wait, what's going on? Seriously? There's nothing inside this dream bubble?
What they should have done there, you know how much said nothing inside? What they should have done is put the word empty over the top of nothing inside, just so that we knew there was nothing inside of it and that it was empty.
How could a dream bubble be empty?
And they should have put in the word nothing inside over that.
That old man always had this strange belief in the nameless and the trailblaze. And I never understood where he got that
I wouldn't have understood unless they spelled it out for me, you see.
Especially since he never managed to get in touch with the Express while he was alive. I could never figure out what was going on in that old man's head. But this empty dream bubble is so typical of him. He was always full of weird...
They should have put the word nothing inside over there.
Incomprehensible romanticism. That mischievous old man.
An empty dream bubble.
I didn't expect him to leave anything concrete behind anyway.
Don't think that's the case, Gallagher.
If I'm beating this joke into the ground, so is Hoyoverse.
Precious thing of all.
Don't start getting all philosophical on me, all right?
Just as Mikhail believes in the nameless of the future, we unconditionally believe in the nameless of the past. How could they leave with regrets for the future when they were ready to dedicate their lives to the land they loved? There must be something contained in this dream bubble. It's just we haven't figured it out yet. You also have faith in the watchmaker, don't you, Gallagher?
These birds are distracting in cutscenes. I feel like they should hide them in cutscenes or something.
I'm a follower of the Enigmata. My philosophy forbids me to
Really?
have faith in anything.
You're a follower of the Enigmata? Because you keep... the game has not said that in any kind of text over... Like... If you're gonna spell it out like this, you don't need the little subtext. You really don't.
That's why I understand what faith means in the path of Trailblaze.
Same with chess. Yeah, I feel like they should actually hide them in cutscenes. Oh, I mean, skip that.
Can I borrow your pet? I need to make a trip back to Golden Hour and check something.
They are doing this on purpose. They are doing this on purpose. In what world is dormancy a better word than pet. We know, like, we can probably infer what's being referred to, at least not if not now, in the future when it actually happens. We do not need the word dormancy. We do not need the word dormancy over the word pet there, right? We don't need that. We're not, like, we can figure out that this is what is meant. Pet's called dormancy? No, the pet's called sleepy. And like, I think it's better if Himiko just says, can I borrow your pet? And then we figure out that she means sleepy, right? Like, that to me is a better thing. Because then it's funny that she's referring to it as a pet. But like, in saying dormancy, you are taking away the joke. I'm going insane.
It's for Mikhail, and for the future.
They are doing this on purpose. No, but you have no object permanency. You don't remember that Gallagher has control over the thing that we thought was death if they don't tell us. Yeah, exactly.
We're the Nameless from the Astral Express, and we'd like to check in.
The Astral Express? But I thought...
Yes, my
I
companions
like the owl
already checked
decorations.
in.
That's kind of cute.
My name is Dan Hung, and I believe my personal information...
They should have put the words Imbibitor Lune over the top.
I see, but your companion said you wouldn't be coming.
Oh my god.
The plans.
Now the plans have changed again.
And you are...
Me? Pom.
No, they should have explained that he was the conductor.
Also with the Astral Express.
He's my fellow trailblazer.
Again, if I'm doing this joke into the ground,
responded to
it's
the
not as
family's
bad as what Hoyoverse is doing, I swear to
before
god.
He boarded the express.
Firefly can't sing. No, Firefly. Robin can't sing anymore. Death.
Your system. Is it possible to accommodate him as well?
Oh, I see. Another one of the Nameless had a similar situation. Seems like a lot of people are joining the Trailblaze these days. Since there's a precedent, it shouldn't be a problem. Just give me a second to contact your companions. I'm sorry, dear guests, but it seems I'm unable to reach the other members of the Astral Express.
What do you mean by unable to reach them?
Wait, you can call people inside a dream?
My apologies. This is the first time I've encountered a situation like this. However, the system indicates that those guests are still in the dreamscape.
How about this? Give me their room number, and we'll go check on them ourselves.
You could have said that in a less intimidating way, Boot Hill. You just sound really suspicious.
I'm afraid that's not possible. I need to verify both of your identities before I can share any guest information.
How about you just wake up someone? Let's say, Welt?
I'm sorry, but there are strict rules regarding forced awakening. It cannot be done without the proper clearance.
Forbidden. Sorry.
So nothing works, huh? What's your solution then? Are you saying we sleep here? At the reception?
Please be patient. We need to contact your companions in order to confirm your identities.
And now it seems you need to confirm our identities before you can contact our companions.
It seems so.
Abby's mind broken. Look, this is what 4 hours of sleep does to my brain.
Nothing personal, but if you can't handle this, go find someone else who can.
He really said I want to speak to your manager. God.
Please calm down, dear guests. I do recall that Mr. Sunday, the
and Mr. Sunday's also unreachable, huh?
This issue earlier. Oh, please wait a moment while I contact him.
Wait, you know how I mentioned earlier there was the art of Pom Pom? You know where I'm going with this, don't you?
I don't think she's trying to give us a hard time. She really just doesn't know what to do.
I'm mentioning that now, because this is now Pom Pom!
I tried to contact them on the express earlier, but they didn't respond.
Something doesn't seem right. I need to leave for a moment. You can stay here with the receptionist.
Sure thing. Just don't keep me waiting forever. Don Hung seems pretty worried about his companions. I should give him some space. Stressing out about it won't help anything.
Why is he standing like that? His poor spine. Actually, my spine looks about the same. I just... Yeah, I'm shooting it!
Have you decided what you want to be in your dream?
You know, I really didn't think before I said that. I was like, yeah, I can shoot everyone here. Yeah, I'm shooting these guys. Yeah, I'm shooting these. And then I realized that's probably a bit too bad to say.
Why is there a record of your stay from last month?
Oh, this drama? I want to hear about this. Who did you live with? Darling, please, I can explain. You cannot say... I don't think I can read that out loud. You cannot say that.
Lousy robot.
I can't read that out loud. Oh my god.
I'm Cody of the Bloodhound family, head of security for the hotel. How may I assist you?
Hello. So, there's something I wanted to ask about.
Oh boy, I'm fine. I'm fine.
Settling rumors about certain
Oh.
incidents that might affect the Charmony Festival.
I'm gonna put that on.
Do you think there's anything to be worried about? I've traveled all the way from the Hayai Federation, and I don't want my trip to be...
Okay, I'm fine. I'm gonna recover. I have some water. I'm good.
What do you mean?
Wait. You haven't heard?
I'm fine.
I'm not sure where you heard those rumors, but they're completely baseless. I can assure you, as a representative of the Bloodhound family...
NPC drama beats Stellon any day of the week. This is when you find out that actually, the Stellon cheated on her.
At present, all of the families are focused
It was the
on
Stellon
making sure the
guys.
festival starts on time. Even the Dream Master himself has arrived. So don't worry, your trip won't be in vain.
Ah. That's a relief to hear. She doesn't appear to be acting. So,
Oh boy.
it seems that even the hotel staff are out of the loop.
I can't read out any of the jokes you guys are making. But it is funny you can just open fire on like a bunch of family. There's gonna be like a better way to phrase this. I mean, it really isn't. But the point is that like the game lets you do this, right? Actually, that's I think the reason. Oh no, it does actually shoot at head height for most people. I genuinely think it's hilarious that the game like just lets you like shoot people. What if I can like... Wait, can I aim like this? That's too high. This is a good... It's still too high! Thank you so much, Nicholas, for the membership! Thank you! Bill's becoming a true American! Yeehaw! Thank you so much, I really, really appreciate it. Thank you! You know what they say. Actually, I don't know why I was gonna go with that. I was gonna say some like sundown line or something, but I couldn't think of one that works.
Book a stay on credit, and the
Yeah, you can't shoot the Papeshi. Unfortunately.
Clearly shows that there are rooms available.
Running late again.
Let's grab this. There's gotta be a way to shoot the Papeshi, right? I don't think so, though.
The Charmony Festival is about to start. I'm so excited.
Hey! You guys here for the Charmony Festival too?
You can shoot.
Especially for the festival.
I feel like that joke just summarizes this entire stream. You can shoot. Fire a gun. Top text. Random. Top text. Not specific. People.
Well, back in my home world,
You've nailed the Hoyoverse writing
we
here.
have festivals like that all the time. My dad threw me a birthday party one time that was just as extravagant as the Charmony Festival.
Oh, come on. The Charmony Festival is a once-in-an-amber era event. How can a birthday party compare?
Well, you never know, right? Maybe on her world, birthdays only happen once in Amber Era. Anyway, let's forget about that.
Mind-numbing stream. This is what happens when I sleep for 4 hours.
Things happening in the dreamscape.
Cool.
Unsettling things? What could possibly go wrong? It better not ruin the Charmony Festival.
The guy's name is Jano?
To it.
How do you think you pronounce that? Do you think his first name is Did? Did you know?
Relax. With a big event like this, there's bound to be lots of gossip and rumors. Don't worry. If anything does happen, the family will be on top of it.
Don't laugh at that. It wasn't funny.
I didn't come all this way to see the
That wasn't funny.
down the drain. Well, looks like
It's a cool name though. I like it.
Fudging clues out of these two. They're clueless. Back already?
Hasn't she returned yet?
Nope. I'm starting to wonder if sending her to contact Sunday was a good idea. Neither the staff nor the guests seem to know anything about what's happening in the dreamscape, and wherever we go, all we see is people enjoying themselves.
That's why you open Fire Boot Hill.
Sign.
Ruin their fun. Let's go.
I agree.
It's okay, guys. It's a sparkle
Another
gun.
unusual
It's
thing
just,
is
it's
that the
just
Oak family
like
is
confetti,
supposed
like
to
the
be
one
in
that
charge
Sparkle
of
has in the
organizing
trailer,
the
right?
council and managing everything inside and outside the dreamscape. However, I walked around the hotel, but didn't meet a single member of the Oak family on such an important day.
Well, I'll be forked. If I remember correctly, the head of the Oak family is that Sunday guy, right?
We shouldn't linger here too long. Let's go back to the Express for now.
Not so fast. Have you ever robbed VIPC, bro? If you
Bro.
run away now, everyone will be chasing after you.
Are you suggesting we sit here and do nothing?
I wouldn't say do nothing, but let's stay put for now. Even if the family has ulterior motives, they couldn't have anticipated us showing up here. We're the surprise factor for them. They don't want to attract unwanted attention from certain outsiders, so they won't do anything reckless. See? Yeah.
Bro, Dana.
Keeping a close eye on this
Oh
hotel.
god. But I finally voiced an NPC in the new version and then with the NPC. Happy Vagrant
If I were
in the new area.
I'd find an
He's the
efficient
dancing
excuse and
NPC.
keep the surprise factors here. If we just wait here, that would be like walking into their trap.
Of course, we don't need to walk into their trap. I gave a backup plan to the memo.
I found him early on in the stream. Very
If it
funny.
turns out we won't be allowed to enter the dreamscape, she'll order a drink for me in the VIP lounge at the hotel. In reality,
A secret signal.
that's right.
Oh, a concrete object can indeed help the memo keeper establish a connection.
Memo keeper bracket is done.
But Boot
Should we do this Dan Swan? Because the two.
in the future.
Yeah, Black Swan. Yeah.
Hope you'll let me know in advance.
Got it.
I'm sorry, but it's one of my quirks. I have too many unreliable friends. And if I reveal that I have backup plans,
Dan Swan sounds like a.
things can go awry.
Like a ballet.
That would leave all backup plans completely useless.
Future brackets not now. No one brackets nobody.
How do we get into the VIP lounge?
This is where my street smarts come into play. You're the lobby manager,
okay.
right?
Yes, I am. How may I assist you?
Even sounds like a lobby manager.
We're the Nameless from the Astral Express. We wanted to check in, but there's something wrong with your system. The lady at the front desk said she would contact the manager, but now she's nowhere to be found. Now, we've been waiting here forever, without any food or water. What the fork, man? Is this how the family treats its guests?
Is this your idea of street smarts? Starting an altercation?
It's called standing up.
He really is a Karen, isn't he?
I apologize for the inconvenience. Please wait while we try to contact Mr. Sunday. I'll arrange 2 premium seats in the VIP lounge so
that's
you can
smart.
rest there while you wait.
See? Just like that.
Just don't call yourself Nameless next time.
Wow, this bar's something else. Certainly worthy of the planet of festivities.
Shaken?
Good evening, gentlemen.
Hey, I have an order for a bottle of His Donna's White Oak. Can you help us find it?
Hasdana's White Oak. I think there might be a misunderstanding. We don't serve that here.
Oh, no way. Are you sure you're not mistaken?
If someone had reserved such a beverage, I would definitely remember it. It sells for hundreds of thousands of credits per bottle, after all. I couldn't afford to cover for such an item if it were broken or lost.
Conveying offensive to the reference to alcohol, but swearing is completely illegal. There are a ton of references in this game that like really make you go, huh? And that swearing is completely illegal. For instance, in the same scene where Boot Hill was like, mother fudger, like, he was holding us at gunpoint on a train, like hijacking a train and holding us at gunpoint. I feel like that's marginally worse than swearing, but that might just be me.
That's strange. Well, could it be that the memo keeper couldn't afford it?
Then what should we do now?
Oh, no need to rush. Well, let's grab some drinks first. Maybe I arrived too early and he hasn't come yet. Now, let's see what kind of juice malts you all have here. Well, give me a glass of Heenum Valley, 40 years. I'll have it neat. No ice.
Wow, that's the most
It
expensive
was just a
one on the
9mm bullet
list.
entering his head, but he couldn't say
You
bitch.
have a
Yeah,
taste for
exactly.
Finer things.
It's on the house, anyway.
What can I get for you?
Thank you so much, Chatterland, for the membership. Thank you! Bill just got the special for his PG-13 voice module. Actually, as soon as the beacon was hacked, that's the lore, isn't it? That, like, he can't swear because his voice just won't let him. But, thank you so much. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you!
Anything you recommend
I cannot
is...
sit upright. I'm just, like, so fidgety today.
Then I would recommend today's special, Glass Village. It's classic Soul Glad mixed with Laboom juice. It's
What is
refreshing
Laboom?
and suits your cool demeanor.
Is that a French explosive? I'm making myself laugh here. These aren't even good jokes.
This flavor. Dynamite barbecue with rocket fuel. Ooh, really hits the spot. Truly the finest sherry cask-aged malt juice in the cosmos.
Dynamite barbecue with rocket fuel. Is that really something that humans enjoy?
Laboom is what you do in the bathroom.
Know anything?
As long as you're satisfied, dear guests, please enjoy.
Let's give the memo
What
keeper.
do you mean, huh? I'm susceptible to toilet humor, okay? It's funny.
If she doesn't show up, we'll need to come up with a new plan. In the meantime, let's take stock of the situation. What do you think?
The situation is unclear. Something must have happened on the planet of festivities, but the public is unaware of it. Someone in a
lost in my.
position
I
of
think
power
this
in the
game is
family
just
must
rotting my
cover
brain.
it up. It's unusual.
I don't know what's
for the
happening
followers
anymore.
of the
I'm gonna be
Harmony to
completely
invite
honest with
other
you.
factions, let alone the IPC and the masked fools. If what you said about the emanator of the nihility is true, the situation in Penacony is a little complicated, to say the least.
Actually,
I do love how we've all
something
caught in
else
on
I'm
the
concerned about.
all gone in on the whole who you're
Regarding
over-explaining joke.
As you know, the faction that follows the path of the hunt are some of the most dangerous folks in the cosmos to mess with. I mean, who in the right mind would impersonate the Xianzhou Alliance or the Galaxy Rangers? It's like asking for a
Oh, they
death
keep discussing
wish.
races and madness in public. Yeah, they've got much 7 disease right now.
Isn't there a saying among the Xianzhou people that the rainbow sect lets their Lux arrow do all the beating?
Talking. Do all the talking.
Well, you know what I mean. Even though the Galaxy Rangers have been out of sight for years, we've been keeping an eye on this region. Even the dumbest criminals know better than to mess with the Annihilation Gang, much less the Rangers. But that Acheron lady, she doesn't seem like a lunatic at all. On the contrary, she's highly logical and
You
organized.
mentioned Optimus earlier, it's kind of the Starlyverse.
exactly
Yeah,
where
like
to hold
they basically just said the Genius Society a group full of autistics. Like that was
And do you believe that someone
was what they
like
just
her would
implied.
have an ulterior motive for impersonating a Galaxy Ranger?
I'm not entirely sure. But I do have my suspicions.
Next time I see they put something on a different line,
knows a
there's like a little gap here for them to add in like the subtext. I'm gonna pause the game and we're gonna take a guess as to what the subtext is. We're gonna play a little game.
Anyway, what worries me more are the anomalies.
No,
within the
not right
family.
now.
They've summoned
We'll put it on
followers from
autoplay, and if we
various
see that it's got like a space for subtext,
matter
we'll
how
pause the game.
generous such a
We'll take a guess as to what they're gonna say
move
and
seems
what the subtext
highly
might be.
unusual.
Actually, it should probably say here what the full line is. We'll see the full line, we'll see the subtext, we have to guess what the subtext is.
Unless the invitations weren't sent by them.
How does that
If
sound?
that's
We're
the
gonna have a
case,
full...
It's even
We're
more
gonna have a full
intriguing
game with
that
this.
The family insists on organizing the Charmony Festival, despite the chaos.
You fuck with the Autism Society, it's pretty funny.
She pay the harmony pulling the strings. People do
shoot.
stupid things out of irrational
I'm
impulse.
just waiting for the next,
They abandon their principles.
the next line break.
Involved.
Now they're not doing it.
Things they know they shouldn't, and fudge. They even break their own rules. But eons don't. They stick to their determined path and never turn back, even if they reach a dead end.
You think Shippei's will is behind all this?
It may not necessarily be Shippei, but there's definitely some higher entity involved. I know it may sound pessimistic.
You can see every brain gaze go, yeah, yeah, blah, blah. I'm trying to look out for what the next line break is. This is just filler stuff right now. Actually, well, this is kind of important. But like, you know.
It's much simpler when you boil it down to the eons and paths. Like how Lon always follows the path of the hunt, or how the Express stays true to the Trailblaze despite Akavili's disappearance.
But in my opinion, Akavili's fall holds significance for the Nameless.
Oh, so you're saying the Nameless now have to take responsibility for their own choices because they're
Gopher wood brackets wood for gophers.
Gone?
Yep.
Exactly.
Come on, where's the next line?
I believe the purpose of
No!
the journey isn't just about following a path that's always considered absolutely right.
Only Shippei's pronounced Shippei. I said it's
about
like how you pronounce ripe.
Doing
It's
your
because it's
best
like I
to
think
choose
it's
the
like
right path
Chinese.
for yourself among countless possibilities. Even with limited insight.
It's probably not Shippei. It's probably more like Shipa, but like
I don't
it's
know
still
what
Chinese.
you really
Actually,
know,
I learned a new
but
Chinese
I agree that people must
a new
take
Chinese
responsibility
sentence
for their
recently.
choices. 'cause
Let's see if I
no
can remember how to say it.
for 'em.
Give me a second. Okay, can anyone here speak Chinese? Can anyone here speak Chinese? Okay, right. I might mispronounce this. 我志在你的墙里 or 墙里 there we go. 我志在你的墙 or 墙里 If you can translate that through my terrible use of tones.
That's why the Galaxy Rangers need to uncover the imposter and figure out her true intentions.
我就在你的墙里
Just in case. I have a backup plan.
It means I live in your walls.
This is my final backup plan. I promise.
Yeah, it means I live in your walls.
You sure have a lot of cards up your sleeve.
I know. I have like a whole list of these phrases saved, right? So I know that one. Let me do another one. I found this TikTok account that like gives essential Chinese phrases. This is another Chinese phrase that I think is essential. Okay, right. 我有一个炸弹。我知道你住在哪。这是一次抢劫。I mispronounced the last one. Yeah, it's I have a bomb. I know where you live. This is a robbery. Chinese essentials.
Well, going back to my old career would make things a lot easier.
Oh boy. Oh, as you can see, this account just gives me the most important Chinese phrases.
By the way, when you were walking around the hotel,
我喜欢吃石棉.
important looking.
That's my favorite. I like eating asbestos.
What's your plan?
It's simple. We just grab some hostages and use them as bargaining chips with the family. Or maybe we can even take their identities.
No need for that.
Chinese is such a cool language. I actually want to like learn it better.
Wait, are you getting scared?
It's a really, really cool language. And it's really pretty as well. I keep getting videos of people like, just like, it's really wholesome Chinese conversations. People go to like China and they just make friends. And I'm like, it's so wholesome. I love how the Chinese language sounds. It just sounds very friendly to me. I love it.
Leaving, esteemed guests? Would you like to cancel that As Donna's White Oak you just ordered?
Huh? As Donna's White Oak? But didn't you just say...
Ha ha. Looks like you are a bit intoxicated, esteemed guests. You ordered a bottle of As Donna's White Oak just a moment ago.
Looks like your memo keeper friend has finally arrived.
Give an essential sentence for me. How bad is it? Put it in... So what? I can't read the tones. 我想暗示你. What does that mean?
Oh, right. Sorry, my memory's not the best. You know, too many modifications and all. Anyway, let me check. Well, fork
Does that
me.
mean no, ni is you.
Right.
So like...
And there's a note.
我想看是你. I don't know what that means.
I'll be waiting for you on the Astral Express.
No mistake.
If she's filtering it, put it in mod chat then.
She knew the hotel wasn't safe.
Put it in mod
so
chat.
she suggested we find another place.
What does 看是 or 看是 mean? Is that bad? I want to cannibalize you! Oh! That's what that means! How How do you say I love cannibalism in Chinese, then?
Well, looks like we took a detour, but now it's back to the Astral Express.
Taylor's been a year. No!
Let's go.
You're gonna summon Ares! Oh god. Cannibalized brackets board!
Guests just boarded saying they were
Oh god,
going
okay,
to
okay.
Boot Hill.
Maybe there'll be some like subtext here. I know like the memo keepers usually have a ton of that, right? So we're gonna we're gonna see if it's got any subtext.
2 guests?
Yeah, her too. Look, we welcome all passengers on the Astral Express, but sneaking in like that, you have no regard for etiquette.
My apologies, conductor. It was an oversight on my part. I assumed you were already acquainted with the garden. Given the chaotic situation in Penacony, the nameless are the only ones we can truly trust right now.
You are the memo keeper.
Give me a line.
Pleased to meet you, Dan Hung.
Okay, not another
I've
line
seen
yet.
you in others' memories. And as for Boot Hill, this is our first face-to-face meeting. I hope you enjoyed that bottle of Astana's white oak.
I'm waiting for the line breaks, like we can. What does conductor mean? He doesn't know breakfast. You can't figure it out. Yeah, I know.
Memo keeper.
Okay.
Well, let's cut to the chase. Spill everything you know.
Come on, give us the next.
Intend to do.
No, nothing
For
yet.
that, please allow me to introduce myself. My name is Black Swan, and I serve the
Acheron's here.
Recollection as a member.
Wait a second! Oh, they're gonna fight, aren't they?
As for Acheron's story, I'm sure she knows it better than I do. Greetings. I'm Acheron.
Actually, if Acheron has the word with like the subtext and stuff, that's gonna be a problem because like she doesn't say much.
I apologize, but she did that at my request.
Okay, no.
Due to certain reasons, I have been exiled by the family. Thankfully, this memo keeper came to my aid and helped me escape their surveillance unnoticed.
To be honest, it was more like stalking than helping. And the process was far from unnoticed. But we did escape.
Come
I
on,
asked
where's
her
the
to guide me to a
subtext?
place beyond the family's reach
Damn
and
it.
to contact a few
Oh,
trustworthy
you can see I'm like
individuals,
waiting to pause.
namely all of you.
Trustworthy? Son of a nice lady. You think I'm dumb or something? How about this? I'll put a few bullet holes in your head and see what's
Guns are fine, guys, but swearing isn't.
Then we can talk.
Anything can be! No!
It doesn't have to be like that. I'm willing to answer all your questions, but not right now. If my cover hadn't been blown, we might have had more time, but at the moment, we don't have any other options.
No other options? What do you mean?
This is the only way I can ensure everyone's safety. I kindly request an immediate warp jump out of the Astana star system.
This passenger is requesting.
As far as I can tell, she's not a threat and seems to be telling the truth.
I've briefly traveled with your companions and know their whereabouts, Dan Hung. Please rest assured, your nameless companions are safe, but they need our help. As for Boot Hill, you may have guessed.
Damn it, no
I've been waiting
subtext yet.
Galaxy Rangers are known for their elusive nature and limited contact with each other.
Chloe's posing as well.
This was the only way I could.
Oh, that's because it's a shooting animation, but they just paused it mid-frame.
Only by doing this can I find a true Galaxy Ranger and fulfill a long-standing promise. To return his relics to their rightful owner. Someone once told me that every rainfall is like a gift from the heavens, a sign of their mercy upon the world. Raindrops are said to be the tears of the gods, shed in response to the sorrows of the world.
I'm waiting.
Their constant pouring is a
I'm waiting for
reminder
some
that the gods
subtext.
haven't abandoned us yet. So, how long has this rain been going on for?
Ooh!
I used to believe, just like you, that it would eventually stop. Years And decades passed. And in the end, such hope faded away before the rain did. Looks like the god you mentioned doesn't exist after all.
As he spoke, the old man's gaze remained fixed on the distance. Amidst the fine drizzle, of black rain, countless shadowy hands emerged from the sea, shrouded in ethereal mist, reaching out towards the sky one by one.
Well, let me share a story.
Today's National Shrimp Day? No one told me that! What? Is today National... Happy National Shrimp Day, everybody! Whoa.
Mortals who walk the paths
I'm waiting
are like sailors
for the subtext.
ocean, leaving behind a trail that creates countless ripples of possibilities. These ripples last longer than the fleeting lifetimes of humans, and for some, their presence leaves
Wuthering
such a
waves.
strong mark that it's reflected in the waves.
Like those shadows on the ocean.
Sin-thirsters.
What's subtext? It's the text that like goes over the. It's what I'm calling the text that goes over the words and some of the dialogue.
Depths of
It's been overused this quest, so I'm waiting for a chance to that it appears again, and we're gonna do like a little game of guessing what the subtext is.
unknowingly repeating the actions of their past lives. They emerge from the nihility and head toward
Hasn't celebrated Shrimp Day? I have no idea, actually. What's a good Shrimp Day celebration?
However,
Feels like there should be something.
these
But
hollow phantoms,
I love the jokes this has spawned, by the way.
dear companions, a group of galaxy rangers.
Are you watching over them?
Watching over them? No. I'm guiding
Can I just say this guy's voice acting is insane?
transcendence.
It's very natural. Oh shoot.
It was a brutal war. A crusade that shook the universe.
We drink well, cheers, hell, that's a good way to
The
celebrate.
universe witnessed the fall of Zulo, the Lord Ravager, but it came at a price. A price so hefty that only those who were there still remember. The unwavering determination of the hunt followers
Nothing.
persists
No subtext
even
yet.
in death. So someone must guide these lost souls to their life beyond. They were heroes in their time. And they shouldn't be reduced to mere puppets of nihility. As for me, I've suffered too many losses on that battlefield to advance any further.
Price! Sacrifice. God.
And that makes me the most fitting person to carry out this task.
Gotta get to while you're offline. How'd that happen? Nova Eggs gifted some memberships last night. And you got gifted one! Yay!
But you know, these sin-thirsters.
Ugh.
They're
Actually, we
not
were
really
celebrating when we saw that you got gifted a membership. It was really funny.
Does this seem pointless to you? Well, some tasks have to be done, even
Come on,
if
there's
they're
gotta be like it's been ages without any subtext. They put it all in the like the least important stuff.
For what?
For the meaning of the nihility. That's what I've been seeking.
I love you. How's the story so far? It's good. But that's a question.
I see.
I'm unsure. Like it's good.
Off limits to
But there's a lot
ordinary
about it that has me just
Thank
confused.
You, stranger. I wish that you find what you seek.
Before we part ways, I have one more question.
Guess I'm actually wondering where it came from. Yeah, it was last night probably.
It is true that
Come
Their
on, please,
actions
subtext,
and their
sub,
entire
no.
lives may seem pointless from our perspective. But if, and it's just an if this is what the departed ones
We need to bring this joke of like over-explaining stuff into other streams. I think it's really funny.
A good question. And a profound one.
Since mod chat, which that what?
I don't know the answer.
Oh yeah.
What I do know is that one day I too will pass away.
Last night, yeah. I remember. When I checked mod chat, I was like, oh wait, you meant last night.
Farewell to this world.
Oh.
Someone will stand at my grave and place a bouquet of flowers on it.
Oh. Oh, it's okay. Robin time means there's gonna be a ton of like subtext, right? Meaningless subtext.
When I appeared as a child, my speech, mindset, and soul reflected immaturity and innocence. As I grew into adulthood, I left behind my childlike side.
I humbly request your blessings, esteemed advocate.
Man, he looks so cool here.
Come to me, my kinship. I have sought their presence with us.
As you wish. I have faithfully served the Alfalfa family for nearly a decade, promoting the path of the harmony to the best of my ability. However, I made a mistake yesterday. While I was preparing dinner for the family head, I accidentally dropped a prepared dish on the floor. Out of laziness, I lied and claimed that everything was ready. Although the head has dismissed me as punishment, it has been tough to sleep with
Is this like some sort of confession thing?
as I worried that the seeds of evilness may have taken root in my soul.
Do you sincerely repent? And
There's so
vow
many
to
jokes I can make
change
right now.
your
I'm just
ways?
not going to.
Yes.
Have you examined your soul and confessed all your sins?
Is there any confession booth? I know, but the thing is, I didn't like, I couldn't. I recognize it's a confession booth, but like, I didn't want to assume because it might not have been right. But they see, this is how you say you clarify things without like needing to subtext them.
Yes. Are you willing to accept the process of atonement?
Yes.
Very well. Show your dedication and goodwill to the family, and you shall be reinstated among them. Now,
You guys,
leave in peace.
you're all saying what I want to say.
Praise
But
ye may. And thank you, esteemed advocate.
Next, please step forward.
I wholeheartedly confess to you. Please, pardon my sins.
Rest assured, I have implored their presence to be with us.
God, I'm
As
sitting
long
really
as
awkwardly.
you
My
are
note, like
sincere,
my legs gone down.
Absolution will be granted.
Oh, great. You know, I arrived in Penacony as a stowaway.
Is this Connor? Is this what's his name? Sea Dog VA.
My house, my land, and my
This sounds like Sea Dog VA.
I see.
I could hear it for a second, but it's like it's only the vowel sounds that like make it come through.
My children
That.
were starving. And I hoped they'd have a chance at survival if they became slaves here.
Play the line again.
Oh, great. You know,
The I there, that lie. That's like that's Sea Dog VA.
I sold everything to get a ticket.
It wouldn't be the first character he's voiced in this game,
my
so.
land, and I wholeheartedly confess to you.
And the confess, like the S sound. Anyway.
But the Bloodhound family got wind of it. They're on my tail, hunting me down. I thought I could bring my kids here. It was all.
If it is, he's done a good job disguising his accent.
My fault.
The family
But it
is
does come
ready
through
to
at like certain
forgive
points.
all sinners I'll ask the Bloodhound family to cease their pursuit. You don't need to live in fear anymore.
Oh, thank you.
Why does he keep moaning? It's like,
my heart is dirty.
like why does? But it's like not even that. It's like putting some effort into it. It's like, how does he?
Praise the harmony. Oh,
the family.
But the Bloodhound, my children were starving. Oh.
He's just straight up moaning.
Next, please step forward.
Hey, long time no see, Mr. Sunday.
I misread his name as Papeshi Macaroni.
And the next leader of the Oak family, right?
I have sought their presence with us. Let us proceed.
Sure, let's just get this over with. I have sinned, please forgive me. I wasted half a pizza at breakfast, and a bottle of Soul Glad. That's it. Nothing more. Can we wrap this up?
What if I showed up and was like, I killed someone? I'm not asking forgiveness, I'm just telling, I killed someone.
Do you
like
seek to atone
what happened at that point?
Sins through good deeds?
My sins? Well, I'm starting to sound like a saint, huh? Well, let me tell you something. Neither the family nor you have the right to judge me. You think nobody knows what your precious family has done? About the matchmaker?
He can't catch a break, can he?
Don't kid yourself.
God, everyone's calling him like chicken wings, feather brain.
But don't fool yourself. Before you start spouting off your holy verses, answer me this. Where
Riddle
does
me this.
the power of the Oak family come from? And your power? What makes you think you can sit there all high and mighty, looking down on everyone else? Well, I've spent enough time in confession today to enter the Harmony's paradise, right? Then I'll take my leave. Good luck with your election, and don't make me regret my investments in you.
Oh, revered triple-faced soul, hear my doubts. Who can judge the strong when their power hides their crimes? Who can vouch for the weak when they will pay any price to survive? Who can comfort the purest souls when even they get led astray? If the strong defending the weak is truly the foundation of paradise, then who is responsible for the suffering and anguish in this wretched world?
Oh, oops.
Brother? Brother?
Sunday's, yeah, he's gonna distort, isn't he?
Brother.
Does sound like distortion. Don't listen to Carmen, Sunday.
Fine. I've been working long hours, and I just made a trip to Dreamflux Reef and back. So, I'm a bit out of sorts. But it'll all be over before we know it.
You've been working non-stop on the Charmony Festival, Mr. Sunday, and no one could have predicted this incident. Even if the Stellon does pose a grave threat, I still feel sorry for all the trouble we've caused you.
No need to worry about troubling anyone.
I'm waiting for the text.
The Charmony Festival was meant to spread joy and harmony across the cosmos. But now that we know the truth...
Wait, Stellon mentioned? I was like too busy looking for text. Damn it!
Aid will have to cancel it.
Well, time to drink.
It has always been our wish to make everyone happy, so... we'll do our best to explain everything to the Dream Master.
It's water.
I'm sure he'll understand. Even if the negotiation...
It's not like an alcohol thing, it's a... Ah, shit, I missed it! Wait! You genuinely cannot get more on the nose than this! The Harmonious Choir! The embodiment of harmony. I don't even need it. Yo, it's so bad in this game, right? There was one character who died, and then a character said they can't sing anymore, and the subtext was the word death. There was one person where he said like, I forgot what word was used. He was like, he created something, and they gave like a subtext for that as well. One person said he flew too close to the sun. The subtext was the word Icarus. It's genuinely driving me insane. This game is misusing the subtext to describe the most obvious things. It's just rewording the word harmonious choir. I'm gonna screenshot this. I'm sending this in the group chat right now. Oh, fictionalize, that's it. He said he created something. The subtext was the word fictionalize. Why do we need this? Why do we? I'm doing great.
I'll refuse to go on stage.
I'm doing great, actually.
Without the Chordmaster,
God,
the harmonious choir would not arrive, and the Charmony Festival would be just a great.
Same purpose as some of them. You say that, but like it's not consistent as to when it like labels stuff.
I'm relieved to see your determination. You know, since arriving in Penacony, we haven't had any contact with this Dream Master himself. I'd heard of the heads of the 5 major lineages, but the Dream Master is a mystery to me.
The Dream Master rarely grants an audience, even for us. But, given the urgency of the situation, he's agreed to meet us in person.
Lobotomy Star Rail. It does feel like that, doesn't it?
To meet the Dream Master in years, Mr. Yang.
They think we're all just cavemen or something.
A consensus that satisfies everyone.
Indeed. Let us hope so.
It's about time. We'll have to get ready for the meeting. I apologize for any inconvenience caused by the urgency.
Don't worry. I'll be waiting here.
Okay.
Dear, it's Mr. Sunday! Hey, come over!
I'm fine. I'm fine.
Mr. Sunday. Hey there! Okay.
This guy is so drunk right now.
The moon in the sky? It's about the size of the cap on my Soul Glad bottle. If I just reached out my hand, I could grab the moon, couldn't I?
The moon? You mean the Grand Theater?
Yeah. Look at me. I've been away from home for too long. I must be missing that moon. But it's no big deal. The Grand Theater here looks much better than the moon back home. It's just magnificent.
Was there a kid? The Papeshis aren't children. The Papeshis are just like a different race of people.
I had just to come to.
But it is funny to think of them as kids.
How?
Because it makes things they do like way funnier if you think of them as like kids getting drunk.
Selling everything you had.
Oh boy.
Why would you go to such lengths?
Funny is in like the outrageousness of it, right?
Why? Can't you see? Life back home is miserable. It's not really.
So is Durin then? Kinda, but not really. Because it still say Durin like have adult proportions, they're just short.
It's better to be here at Penacony.
And like adult faces and stuff, they are just short.
About tomorrow, just sweet dreams. You can do whatever you want. That's
especially the dream flux drinking alcohol whilst waiting for his wife to come back, by the way. Oh god.
Life.
Is this truly living?
Huh? What did you say, young lady? I didn't quite catch that.
Oh, it's nothing, sir. You see, the traffic on Glock's Avenue can be dangerous. How about I ask a Bloodhound family member to escort you to Ideen Park over there, so you can continue enjoying your sweet dream?
Oh, yeah, that's a great idea. Wow, no wonder you were the leader of this sweet dream. You're totally a lifesaver. See you around, Mr. Sunday. And it was nice chatting with you.
What's up, sister?
This is the land of the dreams. But why do they live like this?
This is another sentence I think is just translated really awkwardly. I do think the translation kind of hit
He doesn't seem happy at all.
A little snag.
Even though sweet dreams are nice, they're just illusions. But for him, they're the only way to survive, even if it means giving up on reality. That's not really living at all.
I suppose you have a point. But, in my opinion, that's how most people live their lives.
Why do you say that?
You think that man is not actually living, but that's not quite accurate. Even without Penacony, people create their own illusions called
I have none of this.
self-value. People believe they have a predetermined value to fulfill. Gaining value means gaining power, and those deemed worthless are seen as the weak. However, value doesn't come out of thin air, and there's a limit to it. To accumulate value, people have to take from others. So, the weak get exploited and oppressed.
Self-value brackets word.
Are you suggesting that...
Oh boy.
This is not how things should be?
Exactly. But, ironically, people don't think there's anything wrong with it.
Depressed, very sad.
The illusory notion of self-value. And even the weak believe in it. The survival of the fittest. That's where all the tragedies in the world come from.
Natural selection.
People come to the sweet dream in Penacony to escape from that reality and find solace. No tragedies exist here, only happiness, although in its nascent form. Isn't that the same paradise we yearn for in our dreams?
Perhaps that man is just an exception. Let's not jump to conclusions. We should experience the dreamscape ourselves. Just as I did at Dreamflux Reef.
Yes. Seeing is believing. I'll accompany you. The Dream Master hasn't shown up yet, so we have some time for a stroll.
Alright, I think I'll call it here for the day. It's been 3.5 hours, which is almost as much time as I slept last night. I'm building pity. Anyway, I'll see you guys tomorrow for probably some Arknights. I have no idea. By the way, look at my notifications. I hope you, hope that makes you uncomfortable. I'll see you guys tomorrow! Good night, everyone! I'm gonna raid into Christian's stream, I think. Is he streaming still? I think he's gonna stream Style today. If you don't know, Christian is the voice actor of Toma Genshin Impact. And, yeah, he's still streaming. And also, Happy Vagrant, who is the dancing NPC in Star Rail. I will see you guys tomorrow for probably some Arknights. Or more of this, I have no idea yet. But yes. I'm gonna end the stream brackets live broadcast. Good night, everyone! And see you tomorrow. Bye bye!